Jesus. Okay.
Good trouble. You've already known this. I've already told you this multiple times.
No, I didn't know. I'm starting to understand. But the other.
You'll be shocked to find out, Vinko, that I don't remember everybody I've talked to and their political leanings.
Well, that's a surprise.
You'll be shocked to find out I don't remember who everybody I talked to and who they voted for.
Well, that's surprising considering the attitude.
But also, right. Vinko, you understand, like you do understand the like intolerance paradox. You've heard of that, correct?
I understand that. Yes.
Yeah. So like, I just think that. I just think that like to.
Do you agree with that? Sorry, Chris.
No.
Do you agree with that idea?
Yes.
So then why are you upset when Good Trouble gets upset with people who...
Because when people come up here in good faith, like he literally make a video just having an attitude the whole time, calling people names and not giving fact, but calling names.
Let's do this. Chris, hang on.
Does Aaron Parnas call names? Does Harry call names?
Are they as fun as or cool as me?
Oh, Harry and I.
Shots fired at Harry for no reason.
We call some.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. Ready, Chris? Not Chris. Sorry, Vinko.
With Savannah's law going into place this week here in the state of Tennessee, I've got some words of wisdom for the men out there.
Are you familiar with Savannah's law?
No, I am not.
Okay. Savannah's law is the first public registry for repeat domestic violence offenders.
Be careful which woman you decide to hang out around, to have a relationship with. With Savannah's law going into place, there will be women that are teaming up together to plot to get you thrown on this list. Women will be provoking you to make you do something with your hands, your fists, emotionally, physically, whatever. And if they can get you on the first time, all it takes is another woman to go out there, get you all riled up, pissed off, and there we go. Right here is she.
That right there. He was disingenuous. Yes, I will agree with that. That was disingenuous of him.
Like a leaf.
Take a fucking picture of me. Take a video. Say what you're just saying. Yeah, I don't like a dude with fucking, show your face, fucking curls on his eyes. Yeah, I don't like that shit. In my men's bathroom, showing his fucking chest like a girl, dressed like a girl, fucking belly button, fucking rings like a girl.
You know what, too? I used a stall because I didn't want any fucking problems.
Because you're a fucking bitch. You're a fucking girl.
Like I said, that's disingenuous. But not everyone that you make.
Same people who fight for illegal aliens who commit crimes in this country, calling it due process, also remove the due process that women should have and the bodily autonomy that women should have in women's locker rooms.
That was just nonsense. It's not.
This is in a row. The people that I make videos about are disingenuous, often racist, mostly misogynistic assholes who are great examples of the worst of the ideology that is ever present and is on the fucking other side. You sitting here saying that I'm ripping people's heads off who don't deserve it is itself disingenuous, you little fucking silly goose. Okay? You are upset that I'm being mean to people who are, by default, there's factory fucking settings, awful human beings. You are concerned about them more than the people they are fucking harming every day by putting their dumb shit on the fucking internet. I will invite you, Vinko, to please shut the fuck up forever, okay? I need you to dead ass lock in. You are concerned about the wrong fucking thing. I don't care about your opinion. If you are really upset about me doing this, I invite you. I invite you and everyone else watching who are like put off by this. Smash that block button. And then you'll never think about me again. You'll just never think about me again. If you don't do it, Vinko, I can do it for you. It's fine.
I've already told you that those guys that make those videos are disingenuous.
So who exactly are you talking about?
Good faith arguments.
When?
every time somebody comes up, I was in your live a couple weeks ago, and you were arguing with some guy who just had questions. You called him a MAGA.
If you have to go back a couple of weeks, I talked to 3 or 4 or 5. I try to talk to as many people as I can tonight. If you have to go a couple of weeks ago, I think that you are, again, doing your level best to just try and find something to be fucking upset about.
It would physically kill you not to have an attitude in the video. It would physically harm you not to
My
have
content,
one.
man. Sorry. People like this.
All right, then I guess we've reached a stalemate.
Also, why? Also,
No, it's not. I'm right and you're wrong. It's not a fucking stalemate.
yeah, and also, can I just say something real quick? This is going to kind of be kind of surprising, but I had a 12-hour car ride recently where I decided to inflict myself. I really, really try hard to understand how other people think. So I inflicted myself with the pain of listening to different people speak at the Turning Point USA convention that was centered around Charlie Kirk. So I listened to Tucker Carlson's whole speech and Ben Shapiro's whole speech and all these people. And I'm sitting there, my ears are bleeding. Life sucks. But Ben Shapiro actually this is like the meme where it's like the worst person ever just made a good point. But he did make a point that I think is actually, I will use here, which is, he said, Tucker Carlson lately has been, has had Nick Fuentes on and has been spitting all of, this unbelievable anti-Semitic just garbage. And he keeps framing it as, he says, is it so bad to just ask questions? And Ben Shapiro, again, far away from Ben Shapiro here. But he said, we're like, it's such a disingenuous thing to act as if we are not all adults and say, oh, I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions about how many people died in the Holocaust. I'm just asking questions. I'm just coming up on GT's Live to ask if, women deserve rights. It's like, at what point are we not, again, just because someone's asking questions, are we not saying, okay, it's time for you to be a sentient human being and have a little bit more thought process than just, oh, I have a couple questions about why do you think it's so bad that Donald Trump, sexually abuses women? It's like, oh, I was just asking a question. It's like, well,
Cooking,
what the fuck?
sauteing, absolutely filleting. Chris,
I can't
what
believe
a
I got
great
that point. I can't believe I got that point from fucking
He can
Shapiro.
answer like an adult, though. He doesn't have to, resort to rudimentary
What about that
insult.
answer? What about that answer? Does that answer convince you?
Yes, that
Okay.
makes sense.
All right, great. So just pretend
Which
I
one
said
is
it. That's why.
I can try. I can certainly try.
Okay. Shooter, what do you have to say?
Oh, I was surprised you accepted it.
Chris, I have a question.
Good evening, guys. Good evening. I'm just listening to some of this liberal bullshit.
Chris, I have a question for
Wait,
you.
Vinko, you're about to hear somebody who is just up here trying to have a genuine conversation. You're up here, you're about to shut up. You're about to experience, just bask in the glow of somebody who just wants to have his questions answered by a liberal. Okay? Just swim around. Vinko, shut up. Swim around in this moment, okay? I'm about to prove you wrong, okay? Shooter, give us your best shot, dude. What's up? What do you want to hear?
Shot, buddy. I just wanted to listen.
Oh, okay. Any thoughts about the general state of the union?
I mean, I think it's great.
Great.
Yeah.
What's so great? What is top 3 things that is
it's just
affecting? Wait, let me caveat. What are the top 3 things that have affected your life positively? Shooter 87.
Well, I think it's affected all of us, buddy.
You specifically though.
I mean, I think America's safer.
Okay. In what sense? Like you were just you drive an armored truck every day. You were constantly getting robbed. Now you're no longer getting robbed.
No, I didn't drive a
Okay.
armored truck.
Well, how are you, Shooter? Where do you live?
Indiana.
Sick. Okay. Great gun laws there. How are you?
Great gun. Yeah,
How are
right.
you safer now than you were January
I think
2025?
in general, America's safer.
No. It doesn't. Okay. If I said
Why can't I
in
say
general,
that?
well,
Why can't I say that?
because my question was specific. My question was specific to you. What top 3 things specific to you?
I can answer that.
Nice. Okay, great.
Our highways are safer. Our interstates are safer.
In what way?
We have less illegal immigrants driving semi trucks crashing into innocent Americans.
That's awful. Okay, how many semi
It
trailer?
doesn't matter. It doesn't
How many
matter.
semi
Even
trailer?
one-
Hold on.
Okay.
How many semi trailer? This is a perfect example. Great job. How many semi trailer accidents did you get into before January 2025?
Do I have to be in it?
When I say specific to you,
Jackass,
I'm not
do I
speaking a
have to
different
be in
language.
it?
Yeah, well, yeah, kind
No,
of.
Americans.
Okay,
No,
can
no.
We're in this together.
We can, but I'm just trying to
Let's
trying
do
to
it
make
together.
a point here.
We're
I'm just trying to make a
Americans.
point here. I know, shooter. Well, kind of. So
What do you
just
mean,
so far,
kinda?
when
What do
I
you mean,
asked you,
kinda?
when I ask you, shooter.
No, you answer that. What do you mean,
No,
kinda?
I'm just trying to illustrate a point here. When you said the things are great, let's do a different thing.
no,
Why
that's
did
fine. Let's stick on this.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, it's the same thing, same idea. When
Okay.
you were voting for Donald Trump,
Sure.
what were the things that you were voting for?
What he's doing right now. Main thing. Was the
Can you
immigration.
do me a favor
Okay,
and just
okay, fair.
be even
Fair.
more vague?
Okay. Fair.
Okay.
I didn't like what was going on with the border.
In Indiana.
No, we are a country.
Oh,
You know
okay.
that good trouble, right?
All right.
You do
I'm just
know
trying.
that we're a
I'm
country.
just trying to nail this down because I'm just
Do you know
I'm just
people
trying to
can
figure this
travel?
out. Okay.
Do you know people have the ability to travel?
Immigrants?
Yeah, you know that, right? Like
Yeah.
people can travel.
What
through
else?
States.
All right. So the border was a toughie for you in Indiana. A lot of
The border was a toughie for me. No, it's common sense. Good
Okay.
trouble.
What else? Why else did you vote for him?
See, we're having a good back and forth, aren't we?
Not. I think that you think that we're doing that, but I think
You don't
that
think you?
I'm just
Come on.
I'm just trying to nail this down here, man. The thing. Okay. So like for me,
America's
we'll just
safer,
cut to
period.
the. It's not.
It is.
It's not only is it not
It is
safer.
100% safer.
Not only is it not safer by metrics I can give you, just by in general of our like sort of geopolitical climate. I don't know that you know this, but we just unilaterally attacked a different country, and so like
I do know that.
okay,
That was a good thing.
Crime has been falling since 2023.
Okay.
So we were safer in 2024 than we were in 2023. We were safer in 2025 as a result of the crime falling since 2023. So when I'm asking you about like what you voted for Trump, like what were the things that you wanted to do? I'm just trying to get a measure of like what things he has affected positively for you.
The main thing is
Day
America's
to day.
safer, period.
You were in just constant peril, shooter. In
Not me. There was innocent Americans being slaughtered.
He's asking you what you went through.
It doesn't matter if it was affecting me. Do you think was I murdered? No, I'm still talking to you.
Vinko, do me a favor. Shut the fuck up. Nobody is talking to you. Okay, you are still in the rafters by my fucking benevolence. Just if you would like to stay, shush. Right? Shush time now.
He
Right?
had some respect for you.
No, he doesn't. That guy's a fucking loser. Okay, so here's the deal. Give me some more things that Donald Trump is just wowing you every day. We heard a lot. We heard a lot going into the election about how he's going to make everything cheaper. Success on that front?
I mean, I think it's going to take time, but eventually I think it will be fine. Yeah, I do.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, I think it will be great. I think we're going to turn out on top. Yeah, better than Biden.
What has he done to bring our prices down?
I think the tariffs that you and I have talked about this before. I don't know if you remember. Not really in depth. And
the tariffs.
Sure. Yeah, I think overall it's going to catch up and everything's.
We pay the tariff. If we talked about this, then you heard, me talk about this.
Yeah.
You pay the tariffs.
Well, the countries pay the tariffs at imports. That's how that works. You know that.
Are we? Oh my god. So who import? Wait, who's the importer? The importer pays the tax. Who's the
So
importer?
other countries come in, right?
Uh huh.
They pay us
Okay.
to unload their stuff. Yes.
Okay. No. So
Wait.
So that no. So that's not how a tariff works, right? So a tariff is paid for by the importer. The person importing in this case would be, let's say the U.S. business or consumer. If they want a good into the United States, it will come to the United States, and then the U.S. government will request money from.
What if we reject it? If we don't need it,
Okay. Well, what does that mean?
What do you mean?
reject it. Like if we don't need
Like,
the stuff, yeah.
That
The
would be
business importing the thing that they have a business, and they were just like, never mind.
Yeah, just fuck it.
Well, then
Then what do they sell?
I mean, bullshit. Like China's bullshit.
Okay, but wait.
Let's
I
just
don't
say-
think it. I don't think we're on the same fucking
Do you
wavelength
understand
here,
how? Wait, hold on. Hold on.
Why not?
Do you Hold on. Yeah, I'll tell you why.
I
Because
don't think you're in the
It's
same.
bullshit. China made shit. Like why do we need?
Can
it?
I also?
Like
Can I just?
steel.
No, send it back. Fuck it.
So this is actually a really
People
good
made
point.
shit. Why do we
this
need
is,
it?
This is.
Your bike is probably made from China.
Carbon fiber.
I'm gonna take
Taiwan, actually.
I'm gonna take the
Is that the bike you
incompetence.
crashed on?
Wow, what a great individual here.
No,
I'm
that
gonna
one-
Take,
No, I'm just asking.
Just asking. That was 9 years ago.
I just asked if was it from China.
At the time, no, still Taiwan.
No, it's just a question. Don't be mad.
I just want to take.
How? Wait, Chris. I'm so sorry.
No, go
again,
ahead.
again. This is we're framing this in Vinco's very soft bubble wrap world, where this guy is referencing something to try and again a very genuine question about the bike crash that I had.
I
right?
just asked if
again,
it was
Vinco.
from China.
Again, Vinco. Right? Okay. How many Bud Heavies did you tie on before you came up here? Just give me an honest answer.
What's a butt heavy for one?
Bud Heavy.
What's that?
Bud Heavy.
Oh, how many? No, I'm not gay. I don't drink Bud Lights.
Bud Heavy is not a Bud Light.
I don't know what that is.
If a Bud Light is a Bud Light, then a regular Bud.
What's a Bud Heavy?
How many drinks do you have tonight? Be honest. Be honest.
I will. I'll be honest. 0.
If you're like this is 0.
Okay, it's not 0. Good trouble.
No shit. I think stone cold sober, you still wouldn't be able to understand this.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. What?
Can continue our.
Vinco. So I would just like to return Vinco respectfully. Was he being genuine?
Not from the start. No, he called it liberal bullshit.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to give a really good brief example of even if that person was being genuine, to Vinco saying, people are just asking questions. And to my last point, he started that claiming, even if he's being genuine, he wasn't being genuine, but let's say he's being genuine and saying, I think we're safer because apparently undocumented individuals are not driving on our roads and killing Americans. And we say, and you said, good trouble, that when people say stuff like that, it has a real effect on people. I made a video about this. I had to go look this up because it was from 6 months ago. In Virginia, there were 2 dudes driving. They were American citizens, but they were Hispanic, okay? And somebody, a deranged individual, saw them driving and believed them to not be documented citizens. So he got behind them and he followed them. Eventually, the 2 individuals driving the car pulled over to get gas. They didn't know anyone was following them. The guy got out, approached the 2 Hispanic individuals and said, "Where are you from? Let me see your citizenship." And before there was really much response because the 2 individuals were confused, he shot both of them. One of the brothers now has, I believe, is still recovering from this, cannot work. The other individual has injuries and obviously was in the hospital, and that guy got sentenced to life in prison. But when we talk about, hey, we're just asking questions, that narrative that he's spitting, that somehow undocumented people are killing people on American roads, literally got 2 people shot 6 months ago in Virginia who were American citizens because some fucking deranged racist decided to shoot people. It's like anytime you can give this example, people act like their words fucking don't have effect on other people's lives. And it's just, I'm like, wow, that's a great example right there when Vinco wants to spit that people are just asking questions. It's like, well, the questions get people fucking killed. Anyways.
I tend to agree with you. Simon?
Hi, how you doing?
Great.
That's good.
Tough and getting tougher.
I can't believe that I'm on a live with you. That is just unreal for me.
Nice. I was hoping you'd be opposition, but I'm pleasantly surprised.
Oh no, I am a raging socialist from Australia. So
Hell yeah, dude.
so
Cool.
Yeah.
Give us. Yeah. How's it? Okay. So like perception time over there. How are we doing? I know the answer.
Look, it depends on what you're looking at. It's just at the moment we are kind of in shock that this has happened. I mean, honestly, it's
Simon, good news. Us too. Us too.
I need to make a cap that just says "make politics boring again." I'd like to wake up and not want to know what Trump is doing the next day, kind of thing. So, yeah. But having said that, look, it's just the irony of Trump saying that one of the reasons why he took out Maduro is because Maduro would not accept the results of a free and fair election. I don't know. So
there is no cartoon sledgehammer that could hit me hard enough in the face for me to find that any less comical. Like,
I'm just wondering how are comedians actually earning a living in America at the moment when you
can't write it. You can't. You can never write this. And it's not only that. It's not only that. In the same breath, in his fuck ass press conference that morning, he was like, it was first of all in the weeks leading up to that, he was like, the drugs they're smuggling are weapons of mass destruction, which was a nod to right. Okay, and then he was like, he was a narco, and he was sending all these drugs to America, having just weeks prior pardoned the former president of Honduras for doing the exact same thing that he just said that Maduro was doing. So like, the irony of not accepting elections, the irony of pardoning somebody for the crime you are now renditioning them out of their country for, the irony of like, pick a fucking thing. It's endless. And so like, watching people intentionally not hear these ironies and like even the America First for years, 2 years, 3 years, we're watching Republicans lose their. First of all, this is going to be a long walk. I just realized we hear them. This is a point that I made constantly during Russia Ukraine, which is like, are you for single payer healthcare? No. Are you for fixing the homeless crisis in America? No. Are you for free college education? No. And the same breath, they're saying we should be spending money here and not in Ukraine. America First means stop spending money, stop spending billions of dollars in Ukraine, right? And then, will we spend this money here though? No, they don't actually care about that. They just, okay. So like, the idea that these people who were screaming that we should stop spending money in Ukraine and in other foreign conflicts and foreign wars turn around and say, no, actually, this conflict we needed to do because I'm a fucking moron and it doesn't, and it's lost on me. It is also this sort of like comical hypocrisy in this thinking. At everywhere you turn, they are defending something that they like decried hours prior. And explaining this to them has no effect. Yeah. I don't know what.
I know. And
anyway.
Look, I've had to research quite a lot about American politics because of the number of times they have said, "Oh yeah, but what about Biden or what about Obama?" And I've gone back and found nothing. And it's just why they can't just stick to the point. I don't know. Without this whataboutism, annoys me. And statistics and data don't seem to matter.
No, that hasn't mattered in a long time now.
No, it hasn't.
That's gone now. That's gone. So,
yeah.
And like the framing of this, Chris, I don't know if you have anything to add, but the framing of this is like, this sort of the not declaring war of it all. The idea that this isn't, we're not declaring war. But the doctrine that everybody references implies that like Venezuela, like presented a clear and present and continuous threat to America. And I find that, and just the idea of that is fucking hysterical. And and in the same breath of them doing that, they go, look at how dangerous this place was. In 3 hours, we went in and took their president.
I know. Look, I think it's a beautiful
Pretty
thing. Now I can go into my neighbor's house and kidnap him and hold him in hostage in my cellar because I really like his house, and I can share some of the things with my friends that he has that I really like.
Simon, if you would do us a real favor, okay?
Yeah.
Our guy lives at 1600. Write this down, Pennsylvania Avenue. Okay,
Yep.
you can just come and
Yep.
take him. Just come.
Hey.
This is a great precedent that he set. Nobody will stop you. Okay, not including our military. Just show up. Just knock on the door. And get in, loser. We're going home. Okay, just do
look,
it.
I could try that. Yeah, but I'll just write that beside 42 Wallaby Way. We'll be fine. It'll be
Fine,
great.
fine. Yeah, we'll just put them both in the ocean.
I'll drop out now and just keep listening because this is just a shit show.
Yeah,
I've got the popcorn out already. It's great.
Nice. Thanks, Simon. Appreciate you. Yeah. All right. Well, we've touched on all that we needed to touch on.
I got to be honest, man. I don't know, I don't know how you feel these days, but I was talking to someone else today, man. I'm just like fucking burnt, man. I'm so burnt. And it's gotten to a point where like all my videos, and like I know you're like similar in this, is like your videos come from like a place of such passion and like people have seen me fucking screaming like a moron. But like, I don't know. It's like I'm hearing these things happen, and a lot of times it's like I'm not like, I have like no emotion around them. It's like numbing. I'm numb, and I can't. This shit is. You want to talk about a fucking sitcom, dude? I'm going in lives. Just because I see a live, it's got like 15 people, a bunch of MAGA individuals, and I'm like, listen, I'm not even here to argue. Okay, I just want to understand something. I'm listening to you talk about how regime change is good. I heard someone the other day someone today using phrases like "there's a power vacuum" in these places. I'm like, dude, you have turned into 2003 Bush Republicans. You're telling me, you, MAGA individual, America first, you are talking about how there's going to be a power vacuum, so the U.S. needs to indefinitely be in this place. You. And they're like, yeah. And I'm just sitting here like, I'm tired, man. I don't fucking, and also like, you know, I'm fucking tired because I make content on the internet, but I'm also like a straight white male. I can't imagine how tired other people are, just for the record. But I'm just like, dude, I don't fucking know anymore. I don't fucking know.
I find, I can taste a little burnout. I know that taste, but you know, it is something that we're just gonna have to fucking wait. There's nothing else for us to do other than this. So, I'm tapping into that. Like I feel pretty fucking hopeless all the time. So I'm just gonna keep screaming on the internet and like, yeah. And just pointing this out, maybe it'll stick. Maybe some Republican in here is listening to this and going, I do sound like a big dumb idiot when I make both of these same points at the same time. Like, find something that we're inconsistent about, and let's talk about it. Yeah. Find something that I've been inconsistent about. This, like, regime change is bad. I felt like that when Bush was president. Yeah. Obama didn't do it, and Biden didn't do it, and now the only other person that is attempting to do it. Right, so like, hey, dudes.
It's like and somehow yet, and like not. It's like nothing. In some weird way, I'm like numb, and nothing is surprising, but it's still so surprising. Maybe it's like stunning, but not surprising. It's like I just listen to people, let MAGA individuals defend fucking regime change, boots on the ground in another place, and I'm like, I cannot believe this is happening, but I can so believe it, but I can't believe it. I'm going to throw my head straight through a brick fucking wall, dude. I'm like, dude, this is unfucking believable.
I have oh, that was Chris. Vinko. I have, hold on. What's Vinko's name? Somebody said he's in another live right now. What's Vinko's full name? I want to go over there. I just be like, oh, what's
Chris, what's wrong with my Discord? April, I have a new Discord now, actually.
Wow.
I think there's a link in my bio if you want to check it out.
Anybody on the right thinking we're just full of shit or just think that we're making some good points but want to correct us? Other than that, it's just going to continue being a liberal cuck echo chamber. So, anybody? Willie Hill says yes. Willie, you want to come talk to us, dude?
Okay.
Willie keeps saying Trump kicked your ass, and like,
That's two. There's two accounts. It's Willie Hill and I think Magaron, and they
Magaron will
comment.
come up here.
They comment on every single one of my videos, and they.
Oh, there you brought them?
photos of me. I think I did. It's actually getting kind of scary, dude. They post all these photos. They'll go on my Instagram and find photos when I'm like in high school and post them and post AI photos. And then there's like 8 fucking comments on every video.
They're weird. People are weird.
Yeah.
I tried. He's private, so he doesn't. This one, it doesn't show up. Doesn't matter. Who cares?
Nice.
I'm over it. God. Pinky Winky Fuff 69.
There has to be some MAGA in here, dude. I can also just like.
We can just get friends in here. It's fine. We can all just crash out together. Shmiro wanted to come up.
Help.
Nino says, Nino, yeah, dude, yes.
Oh, it isn't Layla's mom? Hold up. Let me check that out. I appreciate you.
How's it going, guys?
And hello, how are you?
I'm good. Unfortunately, I'm not a MAGA cuck. I'm a raging communist, but
I know. All right.
yeah. An echo chamber is okay sometimes. You guys make a lot of good points. Like, genuinely, I love watching your shit. I will say, I feel that people are just scared to get this shit started because a lot of us are good people and we don't want to hurt others.
Oh.
Yeah. What's that quote? Mercy for the cruel's cruelty for the innocent. It's like that progressiveness going too far where we're
Sure.
like what you were saying, where we're tolerating intolerance, right? And they get mad when we're done with their shit, even though they're being bigots, right? It's like that meme. Yeah, I was racist, but you were mean, and that's worse.
Right.
Like,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's all I wanted to say, man.
I'm with you.
Get some of these-
I'm with you. I think, well, you don't got to go. We got to
damn shit. All right, cool.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I mean, like,
Let me ask you some questions.
Sure.
Raging communist.
Yeah.
I just want to get yesterday, and there is no. I'm not. There's no accusations here.
Go ahead.
We were talking about this weird thing that's happening on the internet where I don't know that you know this, but like this is poisoning all of our brains.
Mm-hmm.
Like we'll never be the same. We're never meant to have this much information or this many conversations, and it's influenced by like literal dark agents from different countries trying to like influence the way that our communities talk to each other by posing imperceptibly as members of those communities telling you, okay, right?
Yeah.
We were talking yesterday, somebody came up and was talking about like the sort of like ineffectiveness of the Democratic Party.
Mm-hmm.
Big agree most of the time. Big agree on that. But we got into the conversation, Chris. I don't know if you got the discourse about this, about like into like American propaganda and like how America shapes our perception of different countries. Venezuela now being at the forefront, but also like other sort of socialist countries, but also like I'm talking about North Korea.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see this discourse about North Korea?
I did.
Give me your top on that.
No.
You did hear this. Okay.
No, yeah.
I've heard this, but I want to get your thoughts on this.
My thoughts?
Yeah.
Dictatorship.
Well, yeah.
Okay, great.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
great.
that's not.
Thank you.
That silence was really
Yeah, I was about
My
to
bad, I
say,
was drinking
God.
water.
Still,
definitely. It's the same thing with tankies, right? They love Stalinism because they think that's what communism is, right? But it's not. That's not what it is. And then people take that as the example. 800 bajillion people dead from the Soviet Union.
Yeah, and so right, we're literally and Brenna was in here. I don't know if you know her, Brenna Perez. She's incredible. She's very smart, and we were talking about how when the earworm gets in there really deep, and you start to like make these connections, it ultimately does harm to the movement of like democratic socialism, communism, even the utopia, the grand idea of communism. It does harm to communism when you can't when you lose touch with reality, saying that like all of the information that we've received about North Korea is wrong because we need to be painting it as this sort of like terrible place. When two things can be true at the same time, which is this guy blew up his uncle with a surface-to-air missile, and a lot of their people are starving. Yeah. Like that's true, and that can be true, and in the same way that like we are getting misinformation saying that other things about North Korea where we're desensitized to like violence against them, also true, bad and true, but we have to take that information and then continue to live in reality. And because then we get into situations like Venezuela, where we're trying to decide how much of the information that we've received is sort of a disinformation campaign from our government,
right?
And also like military terrorism enacted by their government onto the Venezuelan people. So like. This is for me as a white fucking idiot in America trying to figure that out. That's tough. That's a super hard thing for all of us to do, but we have to.
Yeah, no, definitely. And like you said, it's a government campaign. It's all on purpose. They're trying to give us so much information, right? Exactly why they're pushing AI, because they want us to question everything. What's real, what isn't, what can we believe, right? This whole thing the Venezuelans are celebrating. And like, yes, Maduro is a dictator. No one's saying, yeah, like, oh my God, the poor dictator. We're saying we can't insert ourselves into another country's politics and make the decisions for them. Right, it's the citizens' choice. The citizens wanted to depose Maduro. I mean,
but even this. So there is a lot of evidence to say that Maduro lost an election, did not cede power, a classic dictator move, right? And so like that's bad. But the idea that America, having had just a very similar situation, would go in and like rectify that on behalf of another country is psychotic. It's an absolutely insane fucking
22
idea.
years ago, same thing. 20 years before that, same thing. And it's the same garbled lingo that they love to spew because they understand that it's what captures people's attentions, right? People there's this thing that I saw that the reason why so many people, and I might get some hate for this because I personally don't enjoy the show, but the reason why so many people enjoy shows like Stranger Things is because they don't want to think, right? They don't want to have to process anything that's going to make them uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel that might be one of the biggest problems here. With that, I can kind of understand what that dipshit Vinko was saying, even though he was being completely disingenuous, but it's at the same time, it's hard understanding the nuance of how a culture and indoctrination from your government to hate another people or somebody else for who they love or whatever like that. You're not born with that. It's very much how your society, like what your society, the values your society is instilling.
Sure.
Right. So
I get that.
It's hard understanding the nuance. And, understanding it's not entirely their fault that they're fucking stupid. Well, but it gets to a certain point that, like, you're either inbred or you get educated. And
I think there is some, the conversation about art and escapism and a society's need for that is, I don't know that it's important right now, but, like, I definitely sometimes want to turn my brain off. I think that's necessary. Otherwise, I'm just going to go Looney Tunes, Cocoa Puffs, Banana, Crazy Pants, and I need to watch, not necessarily Stranger Things, but like you know what I'm saying. It's okay.
I'm there,
sometimes.
dude. I am 3 fucking months away from like you seeing my Twitter feed and it just being what the has anyone checked on Chris? No.
Don't Joe. Here's the thing. We've had people in this sort of larger community, creator community. Lost their damn mind, and so like check with your friends, but don't do that. Anyway, Shapiro, appreciate you coming up, dude. Thanks.
Yeah, appreciate you having me.
Good to talk to you.
Yep.
I don't know why I shoehorned North Korea in there, but I felt
No,
like
dude,
that
I actually am really like, yeah.
that kid, Christian, that whole thing when that was happening with Madeline Pendleton, again, like a perfect example of somebody who's like, you are smart and you got the wool is all the way over your eyes now, and like you've fully lost the plot, and like you're smart and there's a lot of things that you're saying are right, and then it's like, but what you just said there was so what you're saying there is North Korean propaganda. It's the other side telling you this shit, and that you are like propagating that, which is nuts to watch, because they're in here in my comment section doing that constantly. They're like, we know that.
And it's interesting. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's it.
No, I was just gonna. Yeah, it's like, I know like horseshoe theory has been like super long debunked. This is like, it's not really like an ideology. It's not. I mean, this is like so far to. I don't know how to describe it, but like you start to build. Like I actually was listening, and like I was just losing my mind going back and forth listening to this discourse with Christian. But like a lot of Christian's comments became like, you're CIA, like you're bought out, you're an AIPAC shill. And it's like, dude, this is like the same, this is crazy. This is like the same fucking defense that like, when you just like build a worldview and right, exactly.
And
you build.
Yes, I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, but
no, go.
The idea that we have a different, like Olivia gets this fucking every day from every angle. The idea that we have an idea that is not in lockstep with this incredibly rigid, extreme viewpoint. I am again with Christian very succinctly. He did that like chart, the line graph of like, I'm here, you are here, but like we are way over on the left. Like we're both basically right here, and you are saying that I'm like a bot and pay like. That is it. It is a very like easy crutch to say, if you disagree with me, you must be a paid shill, and that is direct from Putin's goons, computer goons. That is a direct sort of like fucking like a tool to divide dissent in our communities. Absolutely. And so,
1,000%.
Here's why I know that, and why Christian was dealing with that was very funny, because he's not. But like when this whole conversation with Taylor Lorenz happened, and I like pointed out that she was getting the same money that Chorus was, and then she lost her ever-loved mind, and everybody. But everyone was like, "Good Trouble is with Chorus, and he's a bought and paid for shill." And like this conversation started about me, and I wasn't. I'm just here living my life, not being paid. So like, I know firsthand, having not received the fucking paycheck, being accused of having this having my opinions bought and paid for incorrectly, that it is like a very pervasive idea that like, if you don't line up rigidly with this sometimes indefensible position that North Korea is actually the good guys, that you are being bought and paid for. Like, no, dude, open your fucking head for 2 seconds.
It is so fascinating to me how much psychology plays into politics, and like I'm really passionate about like mental health, and like always been really interested in psychology. But like they did this study with 9/11 truthers, people who like became like raging 9/11 conspiracy theorists, and like dedicated a lot of time to like Bush did it and all this stuff. And they wanted to understand why before these individuals were like not ingrained with really any conspiracy theories. And then after 9/11, they became like almost completely different people, and this like really ruined relationships, etc. And what they found was that like, when you day to day have to, like, if you go through an event like that, which I say, I literally wasn't born because you're an old man. I know. I'm kidding. But when you go through an event like that, wherever you are, you have to like inherently maybe start asking questions about your day to day that are subconscious in nature, but come out after that. So like, for example, after that very tragic event, am I safe where I live? Can the government protect me? Are there people after me? Things like that you kind of take for granted every day. And the thing is that causes like a lot of really intense anxiety to have to question something so innate to your everyday. And so what they found was that some people, literally, their brains could not handle the anxiety that came with that when they were like when they were understanding and starting to do like brain scans, etc. And so some people were so paralyzed, they didn't make this connection exactly, but were so paralyzed from that anxiety, they couldn't get up in the morning. Their brain literally forced them to create conspiracies because you can then, at least, oh, I am safe where I live because this one-off event, I know why it happened. Or even if some of those questions arise, you have much more control over them. And so it's kind of very similar in these like circles, especially with like really deep people in the cult about MAGA. If you build a worldview over 10 years or 15 years, just very briefly, in American politics, and believing that like Donald Trump is this outsider and all these people in the deep state are out to get you and all these things. And all of a sudden it's like being shown to you over and over with like, he was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein and Venezuela, that like he is not that figure. Like it creates like an enormous amount of anxiety to have to change to realize that the last 15 years, let's say, that you've looked at the world and how you've looked at government and how your day-to-day functions is wrong. It creates like an enormous amount of anxiety. And so you don't realize it, but you start, fucking creating conspiracies and cult. And it's the same shit with this. You build this worldview that like there's no nuance, and the West, it's like just the America evil, no nuance at all. Obviously, you get what I mean when I say that. And then it just causes you to like, you can't deconstruct from that. And so you're making arguments about North Korea good. And even when people point at you and are like, wait, that doesn't make any sense, you go, you just must be bought and paid for.
You must be, right.
Exactly. Because it's even the anxiety.
It's, and like the to that point, to what you're saying, it's even like the psychology of conspiracies and it is this sort of, it's effectively really reductive. It is your people's brains' coping mechanism for something that is incongruent with their like the bias that they're trying to like mash into reality. And so when you can't do that, you create this narrative because being wrong is more upsetting to you than this other psychotic thing that you've convinced yourself to believe in. And that's where we are in a like a alarmingly enormous scale, something that we've never, at least in my estimation, have never experienced on planet Earth, where so many people have been convinced of this in a way that is like indescribable. Where facts can be proved, it can be shown to you. The Earth is round. Here's a picture, and then they go, nope, false, and they're like, I'll never to the day I die unless. And to the other point that I was going to make is. I saw 9/11 happen. That was a toughie for me because I was 16, I think, and or whatever, 15, and but to that end, like for a lot of us at that time, Chris, old people.
Did you guys were you guys doing the horse and buggy thing, or did you have cars at this point?
I had a horse and buggy license, yes, and I drove myself to school, and so, but. So like there is a very distinct feeling. I'm not sure. I'm sure there have been times in your life where you've woken up and like the world's different now. Like that for a lot of us, we woke up in a totally different world. It was a totally different. September 12th was like, but to your point of like we don't feel safe in our country anymore. Our whole reality has changed. We are like people can get us from other countries, right? And there's that like very true, but also. In retrospect, absolutely not true. And like completely this sort of the fear that I had, I was driving around seeing like unmarked vans in my streets going like, where's that guy from? Like insane shit. You grew up in an America where you had to do active shooter drills from the moment that you went to school, which is fucking the same thing. You have grown up in a world where you don't know that you're safe going to learn to school every day, and that is equally, if not worse. So it's you've experienced a similar sort of kind of trauma. You and the rest of your fuck ass Gen Z young.
Hey man,
baby faced,
that was
full of youth. Bones don't creak when you stand up in the morning. Fuck you.
I didn't hear the last part because my earbud fell off. It's something about joints creaking, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
No, that was well said. The thing is also like, and people will get mad at me in the comments for this. I'm not even trying to like be that guy, but I don't know, dude. Lately, even on TikTok Live or like the NBA, like the first round draft pick. They're like, yo, what year were you born? 2006. I was like, when I'm starting to see like people come up and they're like, yo, I'm like, how old are you? They're like, I'm 18. I was like, what year are you born? And they're like, 2007. And I'm immediately going to kick them. And then people are like, no, the math checks out. I'm like, dude, whoa, like I turned 24 this month, GT. I feel like I'm pretty sure I'm just 30 now. Is that how that works?
Can I tell you something that's upsetting?
Yes.
The sports thing really hits home for me because it really does. And then you're like, oh man, we're the same age in the NHL. And then you go, oh man, we're the same. Oh man, no one is my age in the NHL anymore. Oh no, there's one Ovechkin. Yeah, he's 1,000. And so, but soon enough, not only are they your age going into the NHL, your contemporaries, they're all they're retired and they have like a steakhouse now.
I don't like that, dude.
I have bad news for you. Even worse, time is a ceaseless march till death. And
wow,
then,
that's really fucking.
And then this is your future. Okay, this wrinkled, shriveling, cantankerous, grumpy adult. This look into Ghost of Christmas Future, Chris. This is what you got to look forward to.
Yo, dude, GT, really appreciate that great advice, man. If you could tell yourself one thing at 23,
sunscreen, you fucking idiot.
That's what you would tell yourself?
Yeah.
Fucking sunscreen?
Yes.
I've asked family members that question, and they lead with actually, I can't say that on TikTok.
Bitcoin? You should have done Bitcoin. 21-year-old Sam, dump half your money into Bitcoin, obviously, but that one's whatever. The stuff that is evergreen. Never go to a concert without headphones, earplugs.
Okay.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, because you'll like one day not be able to hear. Yeah, bro. Sounds pretty.
No. You here. The problem we have at 20, 21, 22 is that you don't conceptualize that like there's so much time. Even at 40.
I will not be fucking 35 one day, dude. There's no way.
No. Yeah, this is you and I. This is why I'm yelling this at you. The stuff that we can fix on this live right now: earplugs, sunscreen. I'm not kidding. Sunscreen because and then eat your veg. I don't know. Eat your veg. Stretch. Don't take up pro cycling.
Dude, I love that. That was really like a big. It was okay. Sunscreen, earplugs. Don't take up pro cycling. Veggie, stretch.
Eat a vegetable. Eat a couple of vegetables. Vegetables are good for you. Fucking dentist. Go to the dentist.
I actually have heard this one.
Go to the dentist now.
I haven't been to. I honestly.
You want to know what's expensive? Dentist. People are like, dentist is expensive. That's why I don't want to go. You know what's even more expensive? Not going to the fucking dentist.
Yeah.
You ever hear that there's no such thing as a cheap Porsche because they just break and they're more expensive? That's what teeth are. Cheap Porsches. You gotta go to the fucking doctor.
I'm on like the 35-day not brushing your teeth challenge right now. Going on day 36.
Are you on a 35-day no talking to women either? Because that's speed run male loneliness epidemic.
Yeah, speed run insult. No, I actually kind of do need to see the dentist, bro.
Let's go. We're gonna go. Marissa, go to the dentist. What other tidbits do you have for Chris?
Does it get better?
No.
Can I ask you, dude? Fuck you, buddy. Jesus Christ! I'm looking at Uncle Good Trouble up here. I'm like, bro, please tell me life gets better. He's like, it's just aging more and more till you fucking die, kid. Okay, lock this shit in.
Here's the deal.
It's gonna be terrible. Wear sunscreen. It'll be a little better, but it's gonna get worse.
The reality is, the good news is that like you are in a very I think unique position to capitalize on your youth. You are much smarter than I am. Period.
Wrong.
And let alone at whatever the fuck ass age you are.
Wrong.
But like
now it's
you can sort of be cerebral about this. There was a time where like it was doing this and now it's doing this. And so I think that's just life. And so like you get to do this from 24 though, which is fucking sick.
I do actually want to ask this, and to both of you, but also people in the comments. And I want to acknowledge that this comes with the question I'm asking here comes with like a tremendous amount of privilege. But I've heard people say that when they were more, I'm like, what was like the hardest time of your life? I've heard a lot of people say their early 20s were like particularly challenging. And they say it because like you're just in the stage where it's like, you're maybe like, let's say after college or whatever, but you're broke, like the world is free to you kind of, but you got to figure it out and you're broke as shit. And like, you're kind of like really figuring yourself out and like understanding more about the world. So it's like hard. I don't know if anyone feels that way, but.
I think it's different for everybody. I think everybody, there's, you know, for me, like okay, leaving college, I was a freelance photographer and like I was doing art for money, which is hard. And so like doing that is like really difficult. And, but so like I like you, I think there's a little bit of this. I don't even need to ask you, but like watching friends of mine get married at 25 and have kids and like punch a clock and like go and do this. And like, I remember very, very distinctly one of my friends bought a house and I was like, I have $19 in my bank account. How the fuck did you just buy a house, high school friend? Paul, you dick. Like, what are you what am I doing? And I'm watching like other people's successes continue and I'm on a different path chosen. And like, I'm like, am I choosing this because I'm like trying to convince myself that I wanted this or like, and then like, being sure of yourself in a unique like river through life is, I think, I can't speak for everybody, really rewarding if it works out. I've been incredibly fucking lucky, as you have, as a lot of people have, that like this for now, before they kick us out of the country, this is it worked out by accident. Fully a lot of fucking luck. But like being confident in like knowing the path that you want, and even if that's knowing what you don't want, that can be tested when you see other people settling into their successes. And other people's successes are not your failures. It's my favorite fucking thing that I will repeat till I die. But like, did that answer? Was that what was the question?
That was actually.
I blacked
think
out.
Just because like the universe, something fucking. I don't fucking.
I think
I don't do the whole God thing, but that particularly was actually advice I particularly needed today. So I appreciate that.
I think it's gonna work out is a really sort of like deeply unhelpful thing for anyone to say to anybody, but it's also like it's the thing I heard the most, the thing I believed the least, and the thing that absolutely turned out to be the truest. So I don't know that that's good advice, but I think that
actually is really good advice, and also to the point. Yeah, I think it is like a crazy. So here, I see some people in the first of all, everyone in the comments, I actually appreciate you. I saw some people saying like, "Don't have kids till late." Yeah, dude. Listen, if you have kids, well, the thing is, you mentioned this, and this is like the really like it starts to mentally. This is the first time in your life people are really. I learned that I have two. I've seen now multiple people from high school get married. They're 23. I'm like, everyone teach their own, whatever makes you happy. Like I am so pro, like I don't hate on anybody else's decisions. I've really like in the last 2 years started to be like, you know what? Other people do shit I don't understand. That's fine as long as they're happy. For me, I'm like, absolutely the fuck not. But also the kid thing, bro. I see motherfuckers right now. I see people doing that. I'm like, okay, well, y'all be good out there. Y'all be safe. If my number doesn't start with a 3 in front of my age, I'd be safe.
I think about when I see you and Harry and other children.
I'm 20. I'm almost 24, buddy.
Exactly.
I can't
having other children. Like the amount of.
I can have a kid, dude.
Okay, so yes, you could technically. A lot of people do. The amount that I've learned it's like a superposition of I know so much already, more than everyone else around me at 24. That was I existed there, and I'm like I pretty much got this figured out. And then every year I was like, God damn, what a fucking idiot I was. last year. Holy shit. Can you imagine if that guy was allowed to like get a mortgage? Are you out of your fuck? And then like 5 years pass, and you're like, that guy almost died. Like what the fuck is wrong? Holy shit. And like, I feel about that now. I look back on my 30s and I'm like, what was I doing? And I don't know that stops. I think that like the hindsight's 2020. And I don't think we ever kind of figure this out. But like the thing to bring this home, save money now, figure it out. Because if you put it in a something that like gets somebody to do this for you, and then you go and then you could put a little bit in there and don't think about it, and then one day there's going to be a big fucking number in there. You have to do that.
Or and hear me out.
I've found
All right.
Porsche Boxster.
I found myself in trouble with that section, GT. In fact, the IRS came knocking at the door. Now it's the second year in a row, saying, "Hey, Chris."
Second year in a row.
Hey, well, actually, it's January 5th, so I haven't. But last year was like, yeah, I don't do that well. I'm trying to figure it out.
Get a guy. They don't got a guy at the thing at the place you got.
They don't have a guy at the thing. It's hilarious. Yeah, no, they have a guy. I met with a guy.
Great.
I went to the casino and I spent all my. I'm just kidding.
The point is. Hey, look, also that's kind of, I oscillate between these things too, but I'm not saying like put all your money in savings. I think that like you said there were, I am the type of person, I don't want to just make this all about me, Marissa. Okay. I hear you. I'm the type of person that like takes things a little too seriously. I don't know if you know that about me, but like I will dump my entire life into like my new thing. And I made my job twice to like passion projects. I was just like, I'm just going to put everything into this. And so like during my pro cycling, I was like a monk for a long time. Like I wouldn't drink beer. I would count my calories. I would be miserable. I would not see my friends. I would go to bed. I would like, in a pursuit of being like perfect. And I think that like a good lesson that I learned doing that, making that mistake for a really long time is not doing that anymore. You have to save your money. You have to wear sunscreen. You have to put earplugs in. Sometimes you crack them just a little bit when the music gets good, or sometimes you go outside and you forget, but you don't put sunscreen on, but you don't like let it ruin your day, and you put money away. But like, if there is a spectacular 2000s Porsche Boxster that is $8,500 and it's not going to ruin you financially, you buy it because you're having a midlife crisis. You gotta let life do it, but there has to be a balance. You got to do the boring shit like go to the dentist, but you got to live your life. You got to eat candy too. You know what I'm saying?
Moderation. I like that.
Yeah. Find a guy. Don't give these fuckers any excuse to put us in jail. Taxes is what they're gonna do. They're gonna be like, you didn't pay your taxes.
I know, dude. It's life is an ever. I'm so lucky to be able to do what I do. I just can't. It's
we all are. Just fucking crazy.
Just can't fucking figure it out. I'm trying. Marissa, hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm all right.
Do you think I should have? Do you think I'm good? Do you think I should have a child?
No.
Okay. I don't think so either.
I don't think so either.
No.
What?
I will say though, you are so close to full life.
Oh, you broke up a little bit. Say it again. You're so
I
close.
think it's my AirPods again. Sorry.
We'll wait.
I said you are so.
Save your back at all costs. I see that twice. It's funny. Every single time I pick up furniture, like I was at my house the other day picking up furniture for my dad. He's telling me to move shit, and now I'm at a place where like I see my parents and I realize I'm not a kid anymore. I live alone. I live in a whole different state. I love you guys. And every time I pick something up, my dad's like, "Lift with your legs." And he said it for like the 5th time in a row, and I snapped at him. I felt bad, but I'm like, "Dad, I got it." He's like, "I'm telling you, you don't want your back to." Sorry. Yeah, and
is your back okay?
My lower back constantly hurts.
Huh.
Go ahead, Marissa. Sorry.
I don't think this is gonna work. I'm gonna leave.
Wait, what?
It's working now. It's
gonna work for like 3 words. Okay, we're gonna try it, but if it stops again, I'm just gonna leave.
You're saying all those words that could have been the words that you were trying to say.
I don't remember what I was gonna say.
I'm so close
But
to full.
you're close to full frontal lobe formation, and it will change your life. It really will.
That's a lie. It's a
You're
total
gonna
lie.
have you're gonna have a little bit of like a quarter life crisis there.
Oh,
It's
don't
totally
fucking do it.
normal. You know what? My sister told me no for all of her 20s, and then she hit 25, and she was like, "I don't know what this is," and I was like, "Oh, just give it time. Give it time."
It really is pretty. It's pretty
You guys
crazy.
are just you guys are throwing like all these like good troubles. Like, listen, kid, you're gonna fucking die. It's gonna get worse. Marissa's like, look, it's gonna get better, but it's gonna be
It
really
does.
fucking scary.
It's
Just be-
uncomfortable, but it gets better. My
I like
early 20s,
uncomfortable, man.
you know, that's what it is in life. My early 20s was spent partying and spending all my money and just having a blast. And now I'm good. I'm educated. I have a good job, you know, and it works out this way.
I think it does. I think for a lot of people it works out. Some people party and then they keep partying and then you end up being Bronco. So that sucks. Don't do that. But like, you know, I think that you're smart enough. You'll figure this out.
No, thanks.
But
Thanks,
don't
guys.
fucking ruin your hearing.
I actually appreciate that, Marissa. I appreciate it genuinely.
Oh,
I won't
yeah.
ruin my hearing.
People keep saying this, and this is okay. This is really, it's really good advice if you can do it. And I think that like this, I used to push really hard for this before I kind of understood what it meant in terms of like privilege. I used to like the number one thing out of my mouth if somebody asked me this question was to like go outside, travel as much as you can, as far away as you can, in different countries as you can. Travel. That is not as attainable for most people as putting on sunscreen or protecting your hearing. Like that, those are things that like definitely are going to make your life better when you are 95 years old like me. But if you can prioritize, and like the best part about this is you especially, you don't have to like go. I had to go with people because I can't be alone. You will make friends everywhere you go. If you go and stay in a hostel, and at 24, especially right now, like buy a ticket to Southeast Asia for a minute. Buy like where there's no extradition, but go like get out of your comfort zone and go to places where you might not like think about it being like on a like a big bucket list place, but like it's pretty outside your comfort zone. That's where I grew the most. Absolutely. In Mexico, in Southeast Asia, in China, in Africa, in Europe, a lot of Europe. I did a lot of Europe. That's fine. That's more comfortable. But like the places that the further outside of your comfort zone, the better. And like, you know, huge, big swings, big folds to my brain I added by doing that. So like, yeah.
No, that's actually
100%.
That actually that's helpful. I mean, yeah,
Find
it's
a
kinda-
friend.
That's kind of like why I moved to Illinois, was because like I was like, I need to be comfortable being uncomfortable, so I'm gonna pick a state where I know no one and just move. But the thing is, like, now I'm at a place. It's almost been a year here, and I'm like, my brain full. It's like the fold was so big, you know. I feel so different, and I feel it's so good for me. But I feel I'm like, dude, I can't do more folds. Just one fold, all done folds.
It's a good fold. These folds feel good.
I'm tired. I think I'm not like. I feel like I've just had a hard
Chris.
few weeks, dude. I'm fucking tired.
Chris.
Good trouble. I'm tired.
Chris.
I can't fucking figure out. I want to work more. I can't work more. I'm burnt. I'm burnt the fuck out. I hate politics.
So
I'm like,
let's go to
I should,
Thailand.
I should invest in my future. What fucking future? The United States is fucking falling apart. Let me fucking sit. Fucking make. I can't
We need
figure
to
this
go have
shit
a
out.
beer. We need
I
to go
can't-
have a beer in Thailand. Nothing will
but-
fix your life than going to Southeast Asia with a 40-year-old
How do you turn? But
who you met on the internet. That's the headline reads. The headline reads. Okay.
Good trouble. I will go to Thailand and I will have a beer with you.
Let's go.
How do you get your
Flights
brain,
are like $40. I
how
think. I don't know.
How do you get your brain to fucking? I don't have. I can't.
You got to start.
I don't have time. Good trouble. If I take breaks now, what's going to happen? Then everyone's going to be ahead of me, and there's not going to be any breaks. You're talking about. Listen, I would love to go to Thailand for you with a beer, but I get off social media for 6 months. It's over. My life is over. I can't. People, it's over. I'm dead. I'm dead
Chris,
on the algo. No work.
Chris,
no money.
You think you and I are going for 6 months? We're going for a weekend.
Okay, that's good.
We're gonna go for a Tuesday, and we're gonna turn around. Come on.
Maybe I was being hyperbolic, but that's my.
We'll
problem.
go to Vietnam. We'll get fake watches, and then and a suit, and we'll come back. It'll so. Here's the thing. Yes, this is gonna get very boring for 1,900 people, and also Marissa. This thing that the wheel that we're on. This is gonna be. If you guys want to continue having the same. Perception of me, scroll away, because it's gonna be a bummer listening to influencers complain about this. Okay,
I have actually really wanted to hate you for a long time. So
this is a reality. This is a reality that Chris is verbalizing, that a lot of us understand. It is our reality, which is if you don't produce something every day. We know that our viewership is punished. Not only that, you all have attention spans of like dying goldfish. So if you don't see me on a Tuesday, you forget I exist. Which some of you, not the 1,900 people in here. You guys are the real ones. But like the other 3 million people who oh yeah, he exists. Scroll like that. If we do not stay on top of this, there is this sort of you fall off the face of the earth, and not only that, the algorithm, the platforms on which we've built this sort of our livelihoods punish you. And so what often happens is we feel the need to not only make a few videos a day. Woe is me, a fucking minute and a half video. Chris's are longer because he's much smarter and more eloquent than me. But you would think that turning your fucking phone on, saying something about the current state of the world, and then adding captions and sending it is not that difficult. But if you do that 3 times a day for 5 years, it becomes there are times in the day where I wake up at 9 and by 4:30 I've been scrolling to figure out what I'm going to say, and my brain is leaking out of my fucking ears because I don't feel creative, but I must post something. And so the thing that Chris is experiencing is a thing that everyone that you experiences at some point. There are peaks and valleys where I'm fucking fired up. I open my brain is just on fire. 5 things a day. I'm ripping an older millennial a new one. He's peeing his pants. I'm it's a flow state. And other days I'm
millennial.
Yeah. And other days I'm this guy's a fucking toenail. Oh God, kill me. And so it does. There is a weight on our friend Chris here that is real, and I think that it's a really burnout is a really tough thing to do, especially because the state of our nation is so fucking awful, and trying to bring levity and trying to bring a creative thing when you open the app. Sorry, this is a very long monologue, but when you open the app and some of your favorite contemporaries have already made 4 videos on exactly the thing that you said, they already got 100,000 views. You're oh well, I can't. What am I? Why would I say the same thing? That's gone. And so you're sitting there in this weird sort of tumble dryer where you're trying to be creative and at the same time you feel completely spent and empty and it's a really hard thing. And I think I'm just trying to commiserate. I've been where you are lots of times.
I actually appreciate that. That's exactly, yeah.
We're gonna keep doing this.
Yeah, ebbs and flows, valleys. That was really well said. I'm gonna let Marissa speak in a second because she's been
The important thing is you got to take a deep breath. You got to realize that that pressure that you feel is real, but it's also a lot of it's imagined. A lot of it is if we take 2 days off, that's okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes the algorithm gets confused and then you get 2 million views and whatever the fuck. So who knows? We're all just trying to guess.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. And what I've been trying to tell myself, it's I get in this really brutal cycle where you started with like, how like, hearing content creators like talk about how things are hard, and like, yeah, there's just like, I would always contest that this, I'm so fucking lucky to do this. And like, I worked at AT&T, I worked at fucking like as a server, like obviously I'd much rather be doing this, but there are challenges, like different mental like challenges that come with it. And so like, I think what fucks me up the most though is like dealing with those challenges and then constantly yelling at myself that I'm a bad person for like feeling like this is hard, because it's like, dude, there's so many people throughout the world who are like, just in the United States, maybe like in our communities that are like working 9 to 5s, working way harder, having to deal with like more real shit. And then obviously outside of that, and I'm like, wow, how privileged am I to be able to fucking sit here and say that shit's hard? And it goes, guess what it does? Hold on, pause, hold on. It goes around and around and around and around and around and around and around. And I heard this the other day, it actually really helped me, which is like, what a privilege it is to feel pressure. What a privilege it is to like feel anxiety and stress because you want to be the best at something, as opposed to feeling anxiety and stressed and pressure because you need to eat or you need to do something. What a privilege it is to feel this pressure. But I have obsessive compulsive disorder, so I start thinking about these things, and it never fucking ends. It's nonstop every single day. And so then you say to yourself, nonstop every single day. Then you hop on TikTok Live and Trump supporters are like, I support regime change. I'm a Bush 2003 Republican. And then I get on a good Trump Live and then I log off and I'm like, you know what? I could just crash the fuck out. We could go Twitter. I could start posting crazy shit, casino fucking hard. I can't fucking just start losing my mind.
Listen to me.
No.
Listen to me. Chris, you remember that thing earlier where other people's successes aren't your failures?
Yes.
Other people's struggles don't invalidate your struggles.
Dude, Jesus fucking.
So I'm sorry.
That's
tough.
I'm gonna owe this guy a raise. This is my
that's tough, dude. But that's real. Like you have any idea? People go to therapy and they're like, I was abused for 80 years, and like I'm just now going to therapy, and my life was like unimaginably difficult. I was orphaned, and just a dog ate my leg, right? And then some people go into therapy and are like, I really can't get my taxes in order, and that those two things are the same. Yeah, are the same. Like I have a hard time getting started because I feel like people don't listen to me, and the therapist goes, "You're right." Your brain cannot tell the difference between these traumas. So like it's important to give yourself a little grace. Comparing your struggles does not make your struggles any less. Right? On paper, yeah, we shouldn't be complaining about this. On paper, our job is the fucking easiest thing in the world. But in reality, it's still leaking into your cerebellum. I made that up. I don't know how the brain works.
No, 100%. I'm literally going to owe you a rate. I mean, I go to therapy once a week. If you're like a straight white male in here and you don't go to therapy, you're fucking missing
Go to therapy, dude.
Go to therapy. But yeah, no, that literally that's exactly what. Yeah, that's well said. Yeah,
great.
You're right.
And also, don't beat yourself up about it. And it's easier said than done. You fucking idiot. Okay.
Fuck. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's totally fine. It's fine.
Let's go to Vietnam.
I'll go to Vietnam with you, Good Trouble. I'm gonna call my dad. My dad is 61, maybe. Great
he can
guy.
come too.
Love my father. I'm gonna call him like, Dad.
He can go. We'll go with our dads.
I'm going.
My dad's 70 something.
I'm going to Thailand with a
40-year-old.
with a 40-year-old man I met on the internet. I will see you later.
I think float that and see what he says.
No,
just no other context.
I would go to Thailand. That'd be cool.
Have you been out of the country?
I went, so this is actually really funny and also indicative of who I am. So I went, for the first time ever, I left the country basically in November. Because I got invited, and I'm very grateful for this, I got invited by the European Democrats to speak on a panel about democracy.
That's right.
I was the only American there, and I was there. The turnaround here was, I was in Spain for less than 48 hours. Okay. This knocked me out for a full 7 days, 6 total flights, 2 travel days, over 22 hours. And I was in Spain for
where in Spain do they?
Bilbao, which is
hold on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
we got listen to me. This makes me mad for a bunch of different reasons. And I'm going to tell you them about you. Who booked the flight?
the very gracious European Democrats booked the flight.
Did they book it through your shadow government organization?
They, my shadow government. They did book it through my shadow government organization.
And they didn't say
To everybody in the chat, that means my management company.
didn't say-
I pay a group of people, Dark Shadow.
Oh, this makes me so mad.
Hold on. I
They
pay a
didn't
group
say.
Hold on. Sorry, I just have to preface this because it's going to drive me nuts. There's a management company. They take 20% of whatever I earn on the internet to do things like reply to emails.
Don't
or
tell
do
these
stuff
people
like
this. They don't
I'm
need
just
to know.
letting. No, yeah, but you say
here's
shadow
the thing.
government, and I'm going to wake up death threats. You know,
They know that I'm not serious. Here's the thing. A management company says to them, Chris needs a day on the front end to equalize.
Right.
He needs his hotel. They need meals covered. He needs a day, at least a day on the front end. He needs to stay there a day on the back end, and then he leaves. There is no fucking earthly reason why they didn't help you out with this. The minute that somebody fucking does that, next time they're like, they want you to fly here. You call your friend Sam, and I am so good at this. Don't ever let them fucking do that again. That is criminal.
Yeah, it was pretty criminal. I won't.
That's
lie.
fucking
and that's
you
my
can't be
problem.
at your Here's
too
the
nice-
thing.
I'm too nice of a guy, and so I said, "Oh, that's
This is
up.
this is where I'm coming from. Okay, this is your job. I used to do this. They used to fly me around, and then I would go pedal an idiot bicycle around in circles. Your job that day is to go win the fucking idiot bike race. Okay, how do I do that? What is the best way that I'm gonna be able to do that? Fly in 4 hours before the bike race, assemble my bike on the fucking star line, sweating, get on the and then try and beat everybody? No, I'm gonna fly in 4 days early. I'm going to be fed. I'm going to have a massage. I'm going to be hydrated. My time zone's not going to be off. That's how I'm going to do my job. You're paying me to do my job. I want to do my job the best that I can do. My job is to go give this fucking talk. I want to do the job that I can. Here's what I need to do my job. A night's sleep and a fucking at least 6 meals beforehand, not 9 flights and fucking 8 cups of coffee. That's
why I shit myself on stage. I didn't actually.
That Spanish coffee, baby, goes right through you. I know. And worse, you didn't get. This is the side.
You're right.
The side benefit is the sneaky part of this. Everybody, close your ears. This is how you pay. This is how you get companies to pay you to go travel. Is that when this is the sneaky bit of this is that, like, on their dime now you are in Bilbao for 5 days,
right.
and now you get to go and experience something that you've never experienced. Now you have time to go outside and see a place that you've never seen before, and the side benefit is all the things that I said are still true. So, like, you also get the benefit of like going to do that. So always look for ways to like extend your.
Why am I not giving you 20%?
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's actually like a really good.
I haven't heard from them in a really long time. By the way,
well, never mind. We can have that discussion. No. I haven't.
They sit around the water cooler and they're like that.
No. No. These shadowy figures love you. I asked about you. That's why.
Okay, great.
I asked.
Yeah.
Anyways, no. Well, I was going to say something. Genuine, don't worry. We'll have a.
I told most people about this, where it was just like we're pretty close, but it ultimately just wasn't a.
Yeah, and I think that's totally fair.
Yeah. So now,
I was going to say also to the crazy point about how I am. I'm learning I'm going out of the country. I don't have a valid passport. I learned about this
that's right.
2 months before. So then I'm like, all right, I'm going to apply for a passport. And then we get to like the 6-week point. I'm like, all right, I'm going to get my documents together. I'm going to apply. The OCDs combined with the ADHD, it's a really brutal combination. Talk to a psychiatrist about managing someone with both ADHD and OCD. It's like it's a death triangle. It's death. Okay,
Yeah.
it's not possible. It's just two. You're not supposed to have both at the same time. But then it's like 6 weeks before I'm like, all right, I'm going to apply. Then it's 4 weeks, and I'm like, it's fine. I'm going to apply for the expedited thing, pay $60 extra because 2 to 3 weeks. Then we get to 3 weeks. I'm like, I'm going to collect my documents. I'm going to do this. And so, so then I'm like, all right, I'm going to collect the documents, but I don't have any of the documents. So I'm like, nah, I should probably figure this out later. So 1 week before I was supposed to leave, everything's booked. I don't have a passport. And I'm like, damn, I should probably figure this out. I call my mom. Yo, Caranius. my mom's name is Karen. My dad's name is Bob. But I'm the whitest human being to ever fucking exist. Okay, you want to talk about motherfucker? You want to talk about people? You want to talk about people being white? My parents' name are Bob and Karen. I call the sweetest people ever. I love them to death. I call Karen. I say, Karen, I need my birth certificate to apply for a passport. She ships it to me. UPS loses my original birth certificate. I say, all right, damn. My mom so graciously says, all right, well, I have a certified copy of it anyways. I'll just send that. I get it. I go to the passport agency in Chicago 3 days before I leave.
Incredible.
I pay this $60 fee. And they were like, you want to pick it up tomorrow? And I was like, I would love to pick it up tomorrow. Boom, got my passport. Everyone's like, Chris, you cut it so close. I said, no, this was.
Now it's a great story.
No,
Don't do that again. But that's fine.
People were not upset. Were not happy with me.
Where'd you fly into, Bilbao?
Madrid.
Madrid. That's right. I was trying to remember.
It was a good time. Actually, I got to explore Bilbao a little bit. It was fun.
Let's go back.
No,
Let's get out of the house. Let's get out of the country.
I would love to. I would love to go. I would love to.
We
go
just
back.
buy a one-way ticket and never come back.
I would do that. We have to go somewhere they don't extradite, though. You're right. No, you're fucking.
I think at that point, like, they're not going to extradite us. What for? What? Being loud on the internet. They've got more.
Dude, you don't know what's gonna happen. Within a year, they're just gonna give up on all that shit and be like, yeah, these two Democrats, they're just indicting them because they're fucking.
That's true.
Leftists.
That's true. I'm just gonna open a bar in.
Yeah. Okay, keep talking about how you're free to just leave the country. All right, you can just go wherever you want.
For now, Marissa. Anyway, what were we talking about?
How was your day, Marissa?
Mine was pretty good. First day off in like 7 days.
Holy shit! Congrats, W's.
Thank you.
That's awesome. You know what they say.
Are you going to Venezuela soon? No, all right. It was great getting to know you.
Yeah. Well.
We joke because we're all sad. That's why we're doing this.
Coping mechanisms.
Good. Well,
you know what they say. You stare into the abyss long enough, the abyss gazes back.
Give yourself a break. Cut yourself. I'm serious. Cut yourself a break. I know it's fun.
Yeah,
it's another
it
useless
like
platitude, but like, chill out, dude. It's gonna be fine. I do the same thing. That's why I say
it sounds like I'm not an influencer and I don't make money on the internet, but it does sound like you need to put your phone down for a bit. The way that you're talking.
Just call out of work, Marissa, for a couple of days.
First of all, if I do that, people don't get health care.
Oh.
No,
you could do without the internet for a day.
No,
Are we comparing each other? Is that what we're doing?
You started the comparison.
Are we making
call out of work, Marissa?
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna do is argue on the internet. That's your thing. That's not my thing.
But she's not wrong. I think that you can do it. And I like what's alarming, what you're gonna find out, which is more alarming, is I'm gonna be like, I'm not opening these things. So the thing that happened with Charlie Kirk, where I was like, it's bad that this happened. And then people were like, fuck you. And just getting ripped apart. I was like, I'm not going to open TikTok for a couple of days. Yeah. And then what you do is you're holding your phone and then your muscle memory goes boop, boop, boop. And then you're like, oh, my brain's broken. And so you have to like, that's the really tricky part about trying to like not do that. But you just got to like, it's a good exercise to just try. It will help you.
No, you're right. I've got to take it.
Let's see if Terry Hill will come up here.
We live
Chris, how many books do you read in a month?
I swear to God, sometimes I do think the universe is like, maybe that like thing in the sky is real. It's just, this is really dumb. I just can't believe that's such a coincidence. How many like actual physical books? Like none. I don't know.
Okay.
I was just having this discussion like literally yesterday or the day before. And
you want to turn your brain off?
Oh, yeah, man. It's very clear. I'm now setting a goal to read them significantly more.
Even if, like, something with goal setting too is try to set something that you think you can realistically meet, even if it seems a little bit too small of a goal? So like,
A smart
say that
goal,
you
maybe?
want to read one book this month and read it. Like, give yourself an achievable goal, especially, you know, I have ADHD and
No, 100,
bipolar and stuff.
100%. I actually appreciate you saying that.
I don't know. I can't
Smart.
read. That's backwards.
Smart.
It's not backwards anymore.
It's mirrored. Wait, it's not. Oh, it's
Project
not.
Hail
Okay, I can
Mary.
read. Sorry. Put it back in front.
That's why my
Nice.
face is backwards now. Andy, I can't do this. This is very hard. Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. Turn your brain off. If you read 20 pages into this, you'll finish the whole thing. And that's great. And this one, oh fuck. This one's great.
What the fuck is that?
It's called
that is a good one.
The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I have a tattoo. I have to turn my mirror back on because I can't stand looking at my face.
Marissa, have you ever heard of, do you know the term SMART goal?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's my problem. You're right, I gotta make it realistic. But then I hate making goals realistic because then I feel like a fucking idiot.
And you
Those
gotta
movies-
find like what kind of books you like to read. So I don't like reading books like that. I read really weird niche books, but find something
Like-
that you really like to read.
What was the last book you read, Marissa?
I just finished a book. It's epidemiology, and it was about the coloniality of global public health and like
Holy
how
fucking
fuck how
making
colonialism has
this up.
affected global public health.
No,
You're
she's
literally
making that
so
up.
smart. How is that?
She just made that whole thing up. That's all fake. That's not a real book. And
They even
the
talk about
concept's
the
fake.
allegory of the cave, which again, great read. Everybody should read the allegory of the cave. You should have read it in high school, but
I was not a great high school student.
If you want to turn your brain off, which is, I think, a useful tool for a lot of people. Sometimes reading, like, I love a good read, a good learny read. That's like one of my favorite things to do. Sometimes you want to not do that. Sometimes you just want to like have a story.
You want to turn your brain off, drink in excess.
Well, don't do that. Don't do that part.
I'm
Just
kidding, I'm
fucking do
kidding.
the read.
Don't do
reading
that. Don't do that part. I don't do that. Yeah, just
Anyway, hey, it's Monday tomorrow. It feels like we've had the longest fucking week. Since Christmas till now, I feel like we haven't had a real week. I feel like everything's been all over the place.
I agree with that, and that's partly why I think that I'm like just had a hard few weeks, is because, and this is something that I'm trying to learn. This is kind of like akin to traveling, where I'm trying to learn to be better about this. It's just so dumb, but holidays really stress me out and fuck me up, and not because I'm like seeing people or I'm with family. It's because the world, everything's there's no like there's no routine. The world is off. Everybody's off. No one's doing anything. The stock market's not open. Things are not happening. And for some reason, that shit makes me so anxious. It's like I fall into a abyss of thinking, and I need it every day to be like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and just the same shit. Because it's like oh, it's Christmas. Nothing's open, and I drive the roads and no one's there, and for some reason I'm like, it's all over. This is why I couldn't live in a rural area. I got a buddy of mine who recently found himself. He's been through some hard things. I'm kind of putting one of my best friends on blast here. Great
don't know him, so it's
great individual, but went through a tough breakup a while ago. Kind of, but really figuring himself out at 24 years old, and now this motherfucker, love him to death. He'll go random places by himself and hike and camp in the woods for like 3 fucking days. And he's like, I love rural. I want to move to the woods and forget everything exists and just bring a pack of Marlboro Reds. And that's all I will ever need in life. And I'm always just like, dude, if I'm in a rural area, it's so anxious because there's nothing. There's nobody here. I need to be in the middle of a city. Things are happening. People are here. If I'm separated, good trouble. There's demons. There's demons in rural areas. Tomorrow starts a new week.
I used to
drive. Excuse me. I used to drive down. I used to drive Marjorie Taylor Greene's district, North Georgia. Kennesaw State. You start really driving. There's a big sign on I-75 going up north. You're way in the woods. It says even Democrats will, or it's like Democrats who don't repent will go to hell. It's a massive billboard. Okay, this is like this is the worst place in existence. But I'm driving down there. It's nighttime. I see like a little church in a field. My first thought, there's a demon here. That is where The Conjuring started. Okay, I'm immediately on edge. If these places don't stress you out, if you don't see a field in the middle of the night and immediately get stressed, because I'm thinking to myself, that's where Slenderman is. Okay, there's demons. There is demons.
Slenderman?
There are demons and ghosts.
John Q. Slenderman?
I'm in downtown Chicago.
Attorney at law.
If I walk outside right now, 2 a.m.
Does he know Mr. Spiderman?
If I walk outside right now, 2 a.m., downtown Chicago, I will be so at peace because I'm like, there are people here. There are things going on. If I'm in if there's a field, the woods, I'm going to get eaten. Their demon character is going to come out and eat my soul. I'm done talking now. I'm sorry.
Chris.
Natalie. Or
Oh.
no.
I'm sorry.
I'm
Wait,
in
Marissa, wait.
trouble.
Oh,
Hello,
man.
Chris.
Hi, Natalie. We keep interrupting
Hi.
Marissa. I feel horrible.
No, you're good. I have
happens
been
a lot when I
scrolling. Well, my thing is I've been scrolling today and Chris, you were in my live just last night or night before last, and you know how I can point things out on both sides. Good trouble, you've never given me the I guess you've never paid attention, but I've heard in a couple of MAGA spaces today, and I'm not MAGA. I voted for Trump, but I'm not MAGA. And there was MAGA creators that was in a liberal live today, and I heard that supposedly we've been to war with Iran. Can you guys please tell me when we have ever went to war with Iran? Because I don't know.
Who told you that? I would just like to address, Natalie, we've never talked, right?
We haven't, but you had an issue with another conservative creator that I used to
Got
go
to be real
into,
specific
and
here.
You had an issue with Dom, and I think that because
Even more specific.
Dominic. Well, it's been like a couple of months, but you had him and I think American Lumberjack as your background one day. It's been a while back, and I just happened to be in it too. But I have nothing against you. But my thing is, I like to call stuff out on both sides as I see it. And I don't like the fact that there are MAGA creators out there that are trying to debate, but yet they're going to sit there and say that we've been to war with Iran. When last time I recall, we
bombed Iran last year.
But they were talking about back around when Operation Iraqi Freedom happened, that we were also in war with Iran. And last time I checked, we have.
Where did we get? Where did we?
War.
Not okay. Well, where was Osama bin Laden captured and killed?
As far as I remember, Osama bin Laden, that was Afghanistan.
Close.
But they were talking about
wrong though.
They were talking about how the Venezuelan president was kidnapped and captured, and how it's going to turn into another Iraqi war. Which I'm against George Bush. I'm one of those people who do not like George Bush. I feel like George Bush should have been tried for war crimes. He should be in prison right now. I don't like him or John McCain. Because I served during Operation Iraqi Freedom, and we had no business taking over Iraq. When they set up a government, we were supposed to pull out, and we didn't pull out. We stayed longer than we were supposed to, which cost people their lives. But I just want to know, when did we go in a full out war with Iran itself?
We didn't.
Exactly. And I have an issue with that. I get a lot of people voted for Trump, but if you're going to sit there and try to represent something, I call out stuff on both sides, and I don't like the fact. Yeah,
So,
I don't like the fact that people are calling out saying that we've been to war.
What are some other things? What are some other things you found yourself calling out on the right side?
Well, considering that yesterday was supposed to be the very last day that they're supposed to release the Epstein files, and you don't see nothing happening, I think
yesterday was supposed to be the day that Congress talked about their reasoning for redacting the way that they did. The files have been released, but most of them are redacted. So yesterday was supposed to be the day that they.
I'm talking about the rest, like rest of the stuff. I feel like everything should have been transparent. I don't feel like stuff should have been as redacted as the way it was. I feel like that if there is nothing to necessarily hide, everything should have been out there. I feel like that is up to the public.
What did I
to
say?
decide.
What did I say?
You said yesterday was the day that you tell me it was redacted, the information.
Okay, one more time. Yesterday was supposed to be the day that Congress answered for why they redacted the files to the degree that they did. They didn't do that because...
No, they didn't.
Right. So it wasn't supposed to be any more files released. The files have been released, but they're redacted to the point where we can't read them. And,
I know.
Okay. So, okay. Yeah. All right. What are some other things that you call out on the right side?
Well, I mean, I don't agree with sending money to other countries. Point blank. I feel like we should worry about our own country before we worry about somebody else's. I don't think Israel should get anything. I don't think any other country should get shit from this country. We should worry about ourselves and worry about our own.
Can I ask you some follow-up questions about that?
Listen, I didn't come up here to debate you. I was just wanting to come up here and ask.
I'm sorry. That's my fault. I thought you were here to talk to me.
No, I just kind of wanted to know because, like I said, I can call out stuff on both sides, and I can say when Trump's wrong or when I feel like he's trying to do right, but it's not quite going that way. But
like what? Can you give me some more examples? Like, I don't know. What other things where he's trying to do something, but he kind of fucks it up? What are some other?
It's the fact that with the whole Venezuelan thing, it didn't have anything to do with, I don't know what you can say on your side of TikTok. I know on mine, you can't say certain words, but I'm going to say schmugs, because I don't know if you can say the all-out word on your channel. But it had nothing to do with that. It has to do with the oil reserves, because there are 300 billion barrels of oil in Venezuela right now, going at, what is it, $57 a barrel, which means it could be trillions of dollars worth of oil reserves going toward the United States. It's going to end up being another Iraqi situation, and I don't agree with that, considering that I was in the service during Operation Iraqi Freedom, and that I don't believe in that.
Okay. Can I ask, you voted for Trump. Did you vote for Trump last time? Not this past election, but the one before that, 2020?
I did.
And in 2016?
Well, I voted for Trump really all three times. I did vote for Obama before Trump. I hated John McCain. And I get called a traitor. I get called a military veteran traitor, that I don't agree with the Constitution. I get told all the time that I am a disgrace to the United States military because I don't like John McCain.
It's less that you don't like John McCain and more that you don't like, or that you do like Donald Trump. That would be sort of like the condemnation, at least coming from me, would be.
I don't go off of morality on somebody. I go off of kind of the policies that they present at that moment and how they do.
You would have to, Natalie, because if you were going to go off morality, it would be a pretty tough sell for Donald Trump, I think.
No offense, but if we voted off of morality, we all wouldn't vote for any fucking body, right? Good trouble? If we all voted off of morality and not off the fucking...
I missed the people that Kamala Harris raped.
Well, considering that she laid on her back basically the whole time that she was climbing up.
Here we go.
We really wouldn't vote for anybody. We wouldn't vote for Clinton. We wouldn't have voted for...
He laid on his back plenty too, hey?
Well, I mean, he sat in the chair while somebody was underneath the desk, but that's beside the point.
How is it...
I mean,
Wait.
Go on.
Why would you, as a woman, get up here and say that about another woman? You do not become a lawyer by laying on your back, and then to insinuate that she would be the one to blame versus a system set up that allows people to get to the top by giving sexual favors is insane.
Did I say that it was just her fault? Or
You
Yeah.
said she slept her
hold
way
on,
to the
or Are you
top.
going to put those words in my mouth?
You said that. Then clarify.
You
Did
do
she not sleep?
You do understand
Then
that
Natalie,
when
Natalie,
somebody-
then
when
clarify,
no,
Natalie.
in
Did she sleep
trouble-
her? Did she
No, hold
sleep her
on.
way to? No, hold on.
When one
Oh, I'm
person
sorry.
that- no,
I'm
no,
sorry,
when
Natalie.
some- when-
Natalie.
hold
Oh,
on.
you forgot where you are. That's all. That's okay. We sometimes we forget.
Well, considering that
Sometimes we forget. Natalie, did you
Wow.
say no? Did you say that she slept
you-
her?
you-
No. Shush. We'll wait. It's okay.
What?
We'll wait. Natalie, did you say that she spent her time on her back? She slept her way to all of the positions that she got.
why is it that Chris is easier to talk to than you?
Chris,
I'm sorry. Can I just? I'm sorry. Hold on. I oh my god. I actually don't have anything to say. I just don't know why this is like a consistent thing with people.
am I not being nice?
I feel like you. I will continue to say.
I'll get mean.
Listen, I am too.
That's
like,
fine.
Chad, I am just too nice, and I could tell.
No, Chris, I came up here to call out other conservative.
Good. So let's do that. A common fucking conservative talking point is that, like, to invalidate the fact that Kamala Harris was a lawyer, district attorney, senator, vice president of the United States, she must have been given all of these things because she performed sexual favors. And I'm just like, I would like for you to tell me how one becomes the district attorney of a fucking state. Can you just walk me through the mechanics of that? Natalie, if you don't know,
Are you talking to me now, or are you
Yeah.
talking to somebody else?
I'm talking to you. Natalie.
I keep getting you.
Yeah, that's okay. Natalie, how does one become
How is it?
how does one become I'm sorry, Natalie. I'm gonna ask you a question and then you can answer my question. Ready? How does one become the district attorney of a state?
Am I supposed to answer now?
Yeah.
How is it that I keep trying to answer, but I keep getting muted? And I think that's funny.
You can answer now.
No, I think that's crazy.
Natalie, how does one become the district attorney of a state?
Chris, if you wanted to.
Natalie,
You can do it in
who does one sleep with
I
to
can't-
become the district attorney of a state? Can you just tell me which person do you have to sleep with in California to become the district attorney? Can you just answer me that?
How is it that you expect for anybody to talk on your panel when they keep?
I'm desperate for you to answer. I'm just not gonna let you fucking jaw like this. You keep getting muted because you're not answering my fucking question. I'm not gonna accept another fucking word from you until you tell me that what you said was based in a fucking nonsense, bullshit, made up world. So Natalie, I'm gonna ask you again. It's a very simple fucking question. Shut up.
You won't.
Shut the fuck up and listen to me, Natalie.
You won't.
Shut the fuck up.
You
Natalie.
No, you.
Natalie.
You don't get
Natalie.
that.
Listen to me. I do. Then leave. I don't care. I don't give a shit.
You can fucking
I don't care.
boot me.
No,
You
it's
can
okay.
fuck-
You can sit here and look like a goddamn weirdo for in front of 2,200 people, acting like a goddamn fucking
You think I
toddler.
can-
Yes, you should. You're having a temper tantrum. Not dissimilar to millions of other fucking no-name Republican conservative creators that have come on here before you and the ones that will follow you. You can't answer the same fucking question. You said this. I want you to explain to me how it's true, right? You say you call a shit out on both sides. This is a common thing. Shut the fuck up. This is a common thing that you guys say, that Kamala Harris slept her way to the top. And I would like for you to explain to me, if that's true, how it happens, right? Tell me who you sleep with, Natalie, to become the district attorney. No, she's looking it up. She's looking up how to become the district attorney. And she's going to find out that people vote you in. And unless you're sleeping with a whole bunch of people.
Actually, no. I was actually saying that you're not letting me talk, so I can't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I can't come up here and talk to somebody that won't let me talk, and I think that's crazy. How
Natalie,
and like
Natalie, I don't care about this.
Talking my-
I don't care. I don't care. You could not
But
pay
yet
me
you
to
don't.
care about how you feel about this. You said some fuck ass shit. I'm trying to hold you accountable. That's all that's happening. You're having a temper tantrum because you understand how wrong you are, I think. So here's the deal. Tell me how you become a senator.
you won't let me answer. I'm
Answer
not
now.
going to
Answer now. Answer
I'm
now.
literally trying to answer.
Answer
and you
now.
won't let me answer, but I'm
How
not
does somebody
gonna-
come?
I'm
How
not
does
going
somebody
to
become a
answer.
senator, Natalie?
You know what, Chris? We can.
How
Why
does?
are we calling on me? I feel like we should
He's
just
not.
answer the question.
Chris can't help you now, Natalie. Chris, I'm sorry,
Hold on,
Natalie.
I'm not
Natalie. Shush.
I'm saying
Natalie.
something.
No, you can't. You fucking can't. How is this? How is this difficult to understand? You can't say anything unless the answer is to my question.
No,
This is
I
what we're doing now,
I think that's
Natalie.
crazy.
How does somebody become a senator,
I can get people.
Natalie?
back to-
I don't care about.
On
I'm
my-
not. I know. I am under no obligation
you
to give you respect. You said
And
some
give people
fucking
the
insane shit.
I didn't come up.
We're all up here
I did
laughing
not-
at you now, Natalie.
didn't come up
How
with-
does one become a senator?
You want me to drop?
Natalie, how does one?
want-
I don't want you to drop. I
You
don't want
want
you to
me-
drop. You're confused.
You want me to
I
ask-
don't want you to drop. I want you to
I'm
answer the
asking-
question. I want you to stop talking until you hear me ask the question,
won't let
and then I
me
want
answer.
you to tell me the question.
Literally won't let me. Want me
Then
to
answer. Ready?
You want-
Ready? You don't have to keep
But I
giving me
don't
this
press-
fucking spiel. You
I
can
don't
just
press
answer the
over people
question.
like you.
You
I don't
can just
press
answer the
over
question.
people like
You do. You're desperate
don't.
for this attention. You're still up here. Natalie, how does one become a senator?
you want me to drop.
I don't want you to drop. I want you to answer the question. I want you to answer the
I'm not
question.
gonna-
What is more valuable to me? Proving my point that she can't sleep her way to the fucking vice presidency, or the fact that you want to just fucking pout and leave and be removed because you're too much of a fucking child to engage in the fucking misinformation and shitty misogyny that you engaged with. Which is more valuable for me? I'll tell you. It's easier for you to fucking leave. I don't care about that. I would much rather have you sit here and stew in your fucking stupidity. Tell me how one becomes a fucking senator. Tell me what a district attorney does. I'll give you $1,000 fucking dollars right now if you even know what that is, or how one would sleep her way to a fucking position like that. You have no idea what you guys are talking about. It's fucking infuriating. It's maddening. And all I want you to do, Natalie, the next words out of your mouth is, I don't know. I'm sorry. Let's keep having a conversation. Or here's how Kamala Harris slept her way to the top. Are those instructions clear enough for you? Great.
I will answer when you quit muting my mic.
Go for it.
You
We've been
quit.
waiting this entire time.
I just
Answer.
accept it every time
Answer.
I've unmuted.
Answer. Answer.
You keep muting.
Then answer the fucking question. The instructions are this. Answer the question now. Stop complaining. Stop reviewing the situation. Everyone is familiar. I am muting you because you won't answer the question. Everyone is on board. We all know what's happening. Now do us a
10
favor.
times better than you.
Now do us a favor and
10
tell us.
times-
And now tell us. How does one, Natalie, become a senator?
I think that's crazy.
Natalie.
Keep muting.
Natalie.
How do you expect-
I'm gonna because you won't answer. Because the minute that you fucking open your mouth, it's not the answer I'm asking for. The minute that you open your mouth, it's some fuck ass bullshit. The minute that you open your mouth, it's not the answer to my question. And so I mute you and we start this dance, this fucking Sisyphusian dance all over again. Natalie, how does
Just stay
one?
muted until
Great,
you quit muting.
great,
I'll just sit here.
great. Natalie,
I can fill the empty space.
yeah, Natalie, how does one become a senator?
I'm happy to answer how one does not become a senator.
Oh, would you like to tell us how one does not become a senator?
Yeah, by sleeping their way to the top.
Do you have to get Marissa? Just correct me if I'm wrong. Do you have to get like votes to become a senator?
You do. Yeah.
Like you would have to be elected, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
So the logic would be that if you were to become a senator, you would have to sleep with all of your constituents.
Correct.
When I was living in California, when Kamala Harris was running for Senate, we didn't sleep together. You'll be shocked to find out. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. That's
She
not
got
what
my
I've
vote
heard.
though. She got my vote though, but she slept her way to the top.
this
So she missed a few.
this piece of misogyny in particular, especially when it comes from women and fellow veteran women, is more infuriating to me than when I hear it from a man. I expect it from men, but when it comes from women who've experienced being in the military and knowing that that is something that is routinely thrown at us, like, oh, you couldn't have possibly gotten that rank because of merit or time in service, or you couldn't have possibly gotten those opportunities because you're good at what you do, because you're a good soldier. It's because you slept with the right people. And then
Nobody
to
said
hear
that.
it being proliferated.
Explain to me how females sleep their way to the top in the military, because I served. I did not sleep my way. No,
How did she,
I
Natalie?
earned my merit.
How did she sleep her way to
No,
the
please.
No, let me
senatorship?
answer this.
Stop
Let me answer this
eating me.
because she misunderstood. I said to have you come in here and say that Kamala Harris laid on her back the whole time. And I said, because
Did she
women in the
serve?
military hear that all the time. I'm in the military. I served.
Okay,
I'm
did
pulling
you
that
serve in
from.
war?
Does that make me
You
not a
stop
valid
eating me?
veteran? If
No.
I don't have a combat deployment, does that make me not
How
valid?
is that fair?
Because you're interrupting her. And the rules, again, to reiterate, for you, Natalie, in particular,
Asking her.
the rules were in particular for you, right? Don't talk until you answer my question, right? Marissa was answering why it is particularly troubling for you to say the shit you are saying about a fucking another woman.
I never said
You said exactly this.
slept her way to the top.
You said exactly
I
that.
never said
The
did
specific
Kamala Harris
verbiage.
serve? I served during Operation Iraqi Freedom.
You chose that.
You
I don't
don't
care about
sleep-
that. You said
No, I
Kamala
didn't.
Harris was on her back, right?
I loved my time in service. You don't sleep your way to the top in the fucking
That's
service.
what I'm saying. That's what I said. That's why I said when you said Kamala Harris laid on her back the whole time, I said it's
Willie
particularly
Williams,
disturbing to hear it from a woman
Montel,
veteran. This is not going to be a productive conversation. This
Oh,
is
really?
not going to be productive at all.
Marissa, hang on a second. Now, wait a second. You're going too far here. What are you suggesting? That we're doing this for fucking... We're just we're just collectively hitting our heads against the wall for no reason?
We are now moving into, she's going to give us her entire service record, and then she's going to disqualify my service because I didn't go to combat.
That's not what I said.
That's exactly what you were just doing.
Why did you ask her? Why did you ask her if she went to war?
I asked you
Why did you ask her if she went to war?
combat.
Yeah, why?
Because any female that has ever been in the military knows that you have to go by promotion points. Because I was a combat medic in the medical field. You can even ask Marissa if she
I'm
knows what
also
she's
a
talking
medic.
about.
Why did you ask her that then?
No, it's again, she checked out
Because
of the
she's
conversation. She checked out of the conversation and came back in when I said that I can't believe a woman veteran is saying this, because it's been a constant thing in the military where they make comments about women couldn't possibly have gotten rank or opportunities without sleeping their way to get there.
That is
What
not
I am
what I
saying,
said.
what I am saying, holy fucking hell. What I am saying is that is so demonstrably untrue that I cannot believe a woman veteran would stand here and call another successful woman, say that she laid on her back to get where she was.
what did
That is
Kamala
what
Harris
I'm
do?
saying. She went to college. She got an education. She worked for her job.
She became a
passed
lawyer.
her bar. She got votes to gain the positions that she had.
Didn't she
That
keep
is
people
what
in
she
jail
did.
Past their
That's
terms
not what we're talking
for
about right now.
minor
We're
drug
talking about
charges?
you making the comment that she laid on her back.
I
Those were the
never
exact
degraded-
words you used.
I never degrade.
I think impeccably timed for that.
Never.
You said, but you were making the same fucking accusation.
Kamala,
No,
you did not.
no.
Never to
No.
military.
No, we're just wait.
Never.
No. Yeah, I don't know what is so difficult about the concept of me muting
That's
you till
because
I'm
you
No, Natalie, no one can fucking hear you. Not only am I fucking muting you successfully, I'm going to steamroll the shit out of you. Not only, no, I am. It's fine. Not only All I'm trying to do here is like ask you questions so that you can fucking answer them. You are incapable of waiting till we get the question out, which is why we're treating you like a little rabid child, right? The thing that you said about Kamala Harris was that she slept her way to the top. For you to come and say that, no, that's not what I said, when 2,500 of us heard you say those fucking words, when the three of us on the panel heard you phrase that exact fucking thing.
That's the only reason I chimed in. That was the one and only reason that I chimed in the middle of the conversation.
It's incredible.
Because you said the words, she laid on her back the whole time.
But did I refer back to military service?
What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
I connected the two because you're a veteran and I'm a veteran.
No. Kamala
And I
Harris
said-
and the females in the military are not the same.
That is
not the
do
same.
you read books by chance?
No. Why it's the same, Natalie, is because
plenty.
why it's the same,
Have you heard
Natalie?
of an analogy?
Why it's the same, Natalie, is it's the same sort of accusation that women in powerful positions hear all the time. What Marissa was saying is that women in the military get the same exact accusation, that you don't deserve it based on your merit. You must have received it because you performed sexually for the positions that we're saying that you said that incorrectly about someone who received votes from their constituents for their position in the Senate of the United States of America, a position that is very difficult. So what we are fucking crashing out about this entire time at you, if you just would come back to our conversation, is that you said something just soaked in misogyny, something that is demonstrably untrue, something that you are unwilling, to fucking unpack. And that is disgusting and childish and stupid and a little embarrassing. And for some reason, you've been having a fucking temper tantrum about this and now denying that you ever said it, which is insane because we all heard it.
Actually, that's not what I said.
Tell us what you said.
I never compared Kamala Harris to people that served in the
Tell us what
military.
you said.
I said that Kamala Harris slept her way up.
Is that not what we just talked? Is that?
I did not say.
Am I having
This person's
a
brain is
stroke?
fucking Swiss
Female.
cheese, dude. This person's
Stop
brain is fucking.
using females to describe women. It's
That's all
reductionist, and the military
military-
does that to you to reduce you.
No.
So stop using females.
We are
Natalie, this is so fucking embarrassing, dude. This is so fucking embarrassing. Natalie, I'll ask you again. You said Kamala Harris slept her way to the top. How do you sleep your way to the senatorship? Answer that question for us, please.
Am I going to keep getting muted?
Answer that question.
Did you literally keep fucking muting me when I
Answer the fucking question, Natalie.
I think that's crazy how I can run my panels a lot different.
Shut up.
Give both sides.
Shut the fuck up. Let's try again. We'll reset. Classic reset. We'll classic reset, right? Natalie. Natalie, how does one sleep their way to the senatorship? It's an easy question. Are you
going to mute me like a little
Not
bitch
if-
like you keep doing?
Not if you answer the question.
You
If you don't answer the question,
literally-
yes. If you don't answer the question, I am going to keep muting you like a little fucking bitch. I'm going to keep doing it. Natalie, you said Kamala Harris slept her way to the top, slept her way to her senatorship. How does one accomplish that? What is the mechanism? Who does she need to sleep with? Tell us.
You know what? I'm just going to keep getting muted, just like you're fixing to do in just a second.
The fucking meta commentary
Right
just
now.
doesn't stop.
She's too
I'll hold-
She's too proud to understand that she made a mistake. She understands now, having heard the very easy argument that, like, obviously you can't do that. Obviously you can't sleep your way to this to become a senator, right? Very obviously, but having her, I don't think anyone has said this to her, so she's never heard it before. So she's just now realizing what a dumb dick fucking argument this is. And so, like, when you have to like defend your position here like this, you sound absolutely fucking
Like a
stupid,
normal-
right? You sound absolutely fucking stupid. And so now faced against that, rather than be embarrassed, rather than fucking say something like
have
this.
a conversation like a normal person.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Rather than admit how embarrassed you are, bye, Marissa.
Yelled.
Rather than be embarrassed, not yell. You've been yelling this entire fucking time.
No,
Why do you think I've been muting you?
I have not yelled.
Shut up.
You're just
Shut up.
It's okay.
Shut up, Natalie.
You
It's okay, Natalie. Natalie, it's okay.
mute me.
I know. I understand. You're having a tough time. I get it. It's really hard for you, right? This is not the first time. Yesterday, a woman came up here and was like, Nicolas Maduro was indicted yesterday. And I was like, that's not what happened. And she goes, yes, he was taken out of the country. He was indicted. And I was like, that's not what an indictment is. And she called me an idiot because she didn't understand what the word indictment was. And rather than like say, oh, I got this wrong, because it's very embarrassing for people like you who think that they know things and who are so assured of themselves that they come up here, say some fucking stupid things. Just demonstrably, you might as well have come up here and been like, the earth is flat. And then I showed you proof, right?
By the way.
Right. Okay. And so here's the thing. You were embarrassed, you get embarrassed. And then rather than accept accountability, rather than understand what you said was like unprovable, the stance that you've taken was indefensible. Rather than do that, you've thrown a 30-minute temper tantrum about not being allowed to speak when all I've asked you to do is explain your position, and you can't do that.
Let me answer anyway.
I'm desperate. Again, we've arrived at this. We've arrived at the start. I'm desperate. I am desperate for you to answer the question. If you listen to me, ready?
We'll go back.
Ready? I am desperate for you to answer the question. Natalie, I'll ask again.
Because
I'll ask again, Natalie.
You don't
ready?
Mute.
Ready? Natalie, ready? Are you ready? This is what you do. You're too upset. You're too fragile. You're too frail. You're too frazzled. You're too fucking annoying. You're too, you won't do it. And so, all I'm asking you is a simple fucking question. I'll unmute you. I won't mute you again. Listen to me. Here's the deal I'll make. I won't mute you again if the next words out of your mouth, okay? If the next words out of your mouth are the answer to my question, I will hold my hands up here, okay? I will not mute you if you answer my question. If you answer my question, are you ready?
I'll just hold.
Okay. Ready?
My
fucking
own
impossible. Yeah, go nuts. Go nuts. I'm sure. Hold on.
Because I'll just hold my own live.
Great. All 30 people that attend your lives are going to be so fucking excited that you're going to get so many fucking people in there. Go nuts. Go leave then. Leave then, dude. Nobody is going to shed a tear. Natalie, I will go back to not knowing who you are the minute that you leave. I'll forget this all fucking happened. I promise. I don't care. I don't care. You're talking to a fucking refrigerator right now. I could care less about the fucking excuses. I'm offering you a chance for redemption. Okay, you took the right call. I think you took the right call there. There really isn't much redemption happening.
I'm sorry. What the fuck? I don't know why this happened for the second time. People fucking know Chris is this, bro. And look, I truly believe that Natalie, I talked to Natalie on her panel. I went up to her panel. There was eight.
Chris, I'm sorry. Where was Vinco with this? Vinco's like, you bite their heads off, and then the people I bite their heads off is like, Kamala Harris is a fucking slut who yeah, dude. Yes, those people deserve their fucking heads ripped from their fucking.
Yeah, I agree, and that's what's crazy is Natalie's like, oh, Chris is like, bro, I went on your panel one time and we had a tame conversation about Venezuela, and then I left. If I saw this or engaged in this, any form of this, especially when we start with the comments like she slept her way to the top, so fucking disgusting, I would have been doing the same shit. And it's I don't know what the fuck people are on about, me being, oh, Chris does this. Bro, fuck all that. Fuck.
Somebody asked if I called her a bitch. I did not.
No,
I don't do that.
No, he was reiterating her words.
Sorry. I'm sorry. She was like, you mute me like a little bitch. And I said, I'm going to keep muting you like a little bitch. Saying I was a little bitch. That was yeah. As I said, I was like, that's confusing. No.
Yeah, I don't know why the fuck people are like Chris. Chris is way better to talk to, bro. What? I just feel like it's also because if I don't host, bro, if I go up on someone's live, a lot of
Why
times,
you're okay? Yeah.
This is sorry. I was just gonna say this is the other thing people don't understand. Like today, I was genuinely in a spot where I started scrolling live and I see shit like this, and I'm like, I don't even want to scream. I just want to sit here and try so desperately, just for a second, to understand. That's it. And I just want to understand about Venezuela. I feel like, you know where Natalie's never been? My live, where I host. Because if motherfuckers come up and say some shit like that, I'm going to crash out. I'm just like, what is going on? And all she had to do was just answer the question.
It's a fucking joke, dude. Again, just answer the question. And Marissa got banned?
What? Uh-oh. Dude, I'm about to blow up my apartment. Holy shit.
Did you put metal in the microwave?
I think my dryer's too full. Or my dryer. My dryer. I can speak. Man, fuck. I gotta fucking fold all this shit. Okay, good trouble before I let you fucking. Oh my god, dude. I hate laundry so much. I can't do it.
I can't. Go do your laundry.
No,
Get out of here.
No, before I leave though. Before I leave. First of all, Jesus Christ. Absolute fucking crash out. But second of all, check this out, bro. Guys, chat. I know some people already saw this, but I gotta fucking bring it up again. Look at this fucking thick ass Duolingo body pillow, bruh. Duolingo. The company Duolingo sent this to me. And it's just the Duolingo bird, and it's thick as fuck, bro. And I don't know why they chose to do
I'm
this.
not sure that we could show that online.
Dude, what does Duolingo own? I've never even done work with
That's
Duolingo.
a good ass. What is that? It's a towel?
It's a pillow. Dude, people know this. Duolingo. I've never done work with Duolingo. Obviously, I don't know why. But did you get the Duolingo body pillow?
This is where your 20% goes. That sucks. That's crazy.
No,
that's a $25,000 body pillow.
Yeah,
I think.
Sorry if I was. That's a crazy segue. I'm like, yo, everyone check out this thick bird. It's like, no, you can't do it. Okay, I'm gonna let you. I'll let you.
Chris, appreciate you. Great evening.
Yeah, it was fun. We'll when you're here, whenever that is, we should actually genuinely grab a drink, have some
deal. Promise.
Yeah.
Bye. Fucking wired now. Fucking tuned up. That was infuriating. Holy. Thanks for the geese. Thanks for your gooses. That was fucking alarming. But then, again, it's not even it's such a petty thing. If this was something else, if this was I don't know, policy that you got wrong, fine. But this is such an easy thing. Why you hate? I don't know. All you have to do is explain this to me. As a woman, why do you think that it is likely that a woman in power got there through means that weren't legitimate? Let's have a real conversation about that. Let's talk about why that's racist. Let's talk about why that's misogynist and racist. Let's talk about why that's misogynoir. What do you think? Not ready for that. She wasn't even ready. Let's just think logically. How do you sleep your way to the senatorship? If that's how you do it, I'm gonna be a senator soon. Because I, as you know, unrepentant slut. So, if you're in Colorado, hit me. I'm trying to sleep my way to become a senator. That's my new website. Good Trouble for Senator. Jessica said pass. Hurtful. Jessica, a person who I know in real life, a friend, pass. Damn. I guess there goes there goes my bid. There goes my run. Damn. Really crushed my dreams there. Anyway. Pass. She just goes, pass. Anyway, that was fucking upsetting. Holy. This dude's still alive. He didn't mean to request. That's funny. You guys remember Ethan Klein? Remember Ethan? Ethan? He's in the requests, but I guess it was just an accident. Still here. I haven't made one video about him when I lived in Boston 5 years ago. Still in here sometimes. Embarrassing. Doc is Marissa. A burner?
Does my
A burner? What is this?
my incognito account. It's my gear.
Nerd.
It's strictly to go to be on Mill TikTok and just have fun.
Ooh,
and
that's
nobody
good.
can follow this account.
It is gender neutral too. That's cool.
Yeah. I got banned. I'm now locked out of my account and I have to wait for them to verify my license. Like
For what?
I got banned for age restriction. They were like 13-year-olds can't be on TikTok. That's what she was doing while she was out of the app.
No.
She kept saying I was young. She
Ew.
thought I was a child.
Ew. I think, who knows? But yeah, no, that's the easiest one for, I used to get that all the time. My live would get taken down and they would be like, age restriction. I'm like, I'm 90 years old, and then I would appeal and they'd be like, oh, you're just kidding. And then all 2,100 of you were just like dispersed. It sucked. Anyway.
Yeah, I was
sorry,
still
that really
in for just a
sucks.
minute and then I just like got completely kicked from the live and then it like pulled me out of the account and I was like, what?
They should have like an intelligence test. That way Natalie would lose her account.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. That, like, even when I hear that, hearing that from dudes, expected, shitty, disgusting, but like expected. Hearing it from women is jarring every time.
Yeah, yeah.
And again, that's not my lane. Like I try and not. I was happy that you were here because like, but the points that you were bringing up were the points that needed to be brought up. So I appreciate you. I'm sorry that happened.
Oh, this is the first time I've ever been completely locked out of the account. I did the
Alarming.
whole like sending pictures
Isn't it?
of my license, and then they were like, "We need 6 different angles of your face."
No, this is just so that's how now you're in the system.
I hate it, and I
You
already
just
have
got-
2 strikes on the account, so I don't know if this is a 3rd strike.
You just got Palantired in a big way. You just got
No.
Larry Ellisoned.
Dude, they have my fingerprints.
just
They
gonna
have
say,
my
you're already-
blood. Like,
Oh my god.
they had to do a blood typing card for us, so like they have it on file if your remains aren't identifiable.
It's probably fine. They're probably not going to do anything with that.
Whatever they could possibly do with it has already been done with the rest.
I'm sorry that happened. That's frustrating. I wonder. Do you know who that is?
That
woman?
No, I've I mean, I think I've scrolled by Chris being in her lives before, but no, I don't, listen, I don't interact on that side of TikTok. The only time I interact with them is when I'm here.
The Democrats and a few conservative I made mad on my time on TikTok.
Of a citizen of the United States by.
With that, the 2020.
Just slop. It's just slop. There's nothing here. It's all just slop. It's all just her making faces in front of text. Just other 13-year-old boys do this on TikTok. I put a cool sound on here. Slop.
I just, like, I don't know. It's particularly inflammatory when they start going after women. Like men do it enough. We don't need other women to help them.
Do you hear how many times she told us how she attacks from both sides? Like what a proud feather in her cap that is, and like her insistence on like I find that very telling that when people do that, but I also find that like these days particularly infuriating, like as sort of like this weird like distancing yourself from accountability. If you're in the middle of these two parties, then you can't be blamed for any of it, despite consistently voting for Donald Trump for the last 12 years. You know, and I think that really does bug the shit out of me even more than just saying I'm a MAGA fucking idiot. You know?
Yeah. And then not being able to track an analogy, that gets me a little frustrated too.
I never said anything about the military. Yeah, well, I know. Marissa did. Okay. Yeah, dude. That was very upsetting.
And she said that she wasn't trying to invalidate my service when she asked if I'd ever fought in war. But they do that. And that is of such a horrible thing in the veteran community, where they will like completely discredit your service if you don't go to combat.
Agree.
And she was a medic too, and that just
Can you imagine that woman giving you medical care?
I'm sure she was great, and I'm sure that, you know, when shit hit the fan, she was there and she did her job. And I will never, I won't stoop down to where she is. And
I'm already under there.
I love, I teach medicine in the military. I have the privilege of being able to educate our medics. And
here's the thing: if I am in the unenviable position of having been injured in the field, and I have the option between Marissa and whatever the fuck that was giving me medical care, I think it's fair to say that one is probably more capable than the other to think on their feet, to be calm and level-headed.
And from her era to my era of combat medicine, definitely. The era that she served in, we were still learning about how to treat combat wounds. Now we know very well how to do it.
Did you all hear Marissa call that woman old as shit just now? Did you guys hear how loud that was?
That was not the intention.
When she was serving, we were still putting leeches on our skin. So, like, I think that's...
Well, that was not meant to be a drag. But what I will say from the GWAT era there, from the early Iraq and early Afghanistan invasions to what we know now, like, we learned a lot from them. And so the medicine we do now is far more advanced and successful because of the losses and the sacrifice.
You're being so, like, this is Marissa running for Senate right now, and I sure do appreciate that. Yeah, no, that's not true. You're always just this nice. I was conscious when Natalie was being such a fucking monster just now, so I don't think that there's any need for pleasantries. Let's just say that. But you're being You're always very magnanimous.
Thanks.
I hope. Let me know if your account comes back. That's really.
I was literally in the middle of sending you a message. I think I got the one
You
that
get
I
the white
sent before I
screen?
got kicked out was I got banned, and then I was typing why I got banned, and then it just kicked me out. And thankfully I have this one that I never wanted to bring up here, but
Sorry.
it's okay.
The white screen that goes and then the little bar, it makes I just thinking about that made my palm sweaty just now. So I know the feeling. It's very upsetting.
Yeah. I had no idea. I thought I got kicked out. Like I thought I was just taken
Like,
off
I
the
kicked
panel.
you?
Yeah, and then it showed the big ban across the screen, and I was like, I didn't even get a violation. It just kicked me out.
It'll come back. It'll come back. I'm sure. With new and improved. We have to get Marissa a voice modulator. That woman is in here fucking doing the same shit. I tend not to believe that. Like, you know how people are like, Liam was reporting you, whatever. Broncos reporting you. I tend not to buy into that. That's bullshit. That somebody's doing that on purpose. That sucks. I'm sorry. We shouldn't even joke. What a dick. Golly. All right. I think I'm going to go to bed. It's 1. Good morning. Big week. Big week. I got a phone call tomorrow to see if we're going to Chicago. And then you'll see some more regular ass content from me or whatever. Thanks for hanging out. I feel like this was a good little mix till the end. I think our little combo with Chris, that was cool. We tend to have those. I feel like I impart wisdom that nobody asked for. I feel like I'm at that stage in my life that I can do that pretty regularly. Things I would have done differently. Bitcoin for sure. Can you imagine just plopping down 10 grand on Bitcoin when it was like $1? Be a billionaire. That's it. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't know how to like not ruin it. I would lose I would have lost the key, or the file would have been corrupted. I would have been that guy that was like, I have $10 billion in Bitcoin and I lost the number. That would have been me for sure. Apple. But earplugs, easy. Sunscreen, easy. What else? What other? Saving your money. Being frugal. Dentist was the other one. I'm still not paying attention to that. Travel if you can. I don't know. I think travel, if you have some friends, again, looking back on that, it was just, looking back on that, the more and more I understand the sort of like very unique position I had been in all of those instances, where like my friends also had the capability of traveling and they wanted to go with me. So I went with people who were like receptive and financially capable of going to like take a week and go to fucking Vietnam over Thanksgiving, or like, and I'm a professional athlete, so I'm getting flown to China. That's not everybody's like life, I was fucking a TA in Mexico for 3 years. Hugely formative. being like having free housing in Mexico. Not everybody has that possibility. It's a very, very unique, specific kind of thing. Doc, sick. Hopefully your other one comes back. Doc, why am I calling her Doc? Marissa. But yeah. I've talked about this a lot. I wish everybody had the capability of doing that, because it really, of the 5 or 6 things that I think I could point to that make me who I am, in the recipe to get a good trouble, in the recipe to get a sort of like fairly well-adjusted adult male, travel's for sure the biggest one, one of the biggest ones. Having a good relationship with your mom. That's like, that kind of advice is like, be born tall. That's, I don't know, you can't really, that's not, the more I look at it, the luckier and luckier and luckier I got. And I think that's important to acknowledge. I feel like, plenty of, you can just, I think that people are like, work hard and everything will work out. And like, that's not true sometimes. You can work so hard. You can be so smart and work so hard and still get fucked over by innumerable different things. I still can. Like, I'm not out of the woods yet, So, I don't know. I think it's important to acknowledge that. How incredibly lucky some of us get. Not true. Everyone starts at the same line. Mama T. Mama T says, not true. Everyone starts at the same line. That's not true. Not only is that not true, that's like so easily provably not true. Can I just tell you something? Like, let's just, everybody, here's the deal. It's very easy. It's very easy. Okay, I was born in Connecticut. There's shittier parts of Connecticut. I wasn't born in one of those parts. I was born in a fucking regular. My dad worked. My mom didn't have to. Mom was home all the time. I went to school, was never once hungry. Before, during, or after. I'm already 10 steps ahead of some of my contemporaries. I had fucking, so many people are asking to join me right now. Gigi is. She was agreeing with us? Oh, sorry. Sorry. Oh, I can't read and I'm doing this whole thing? Sorry. You're a terrible host. That's probably true. I'm trying to get somebody else. I'm trying to deflect. But I think it's worth... sorry, this is not to Mama T anymore, but I think it's worth reiterating that, like, I think that people still labor under this delusion that, like, systemic racism isn't a thing. And, like, I'm an example of why it is. I think a lot of us are. I think a lot of us are the beneficiaries of a system where, like, we were born 20 steps closer to the finish line than everybody else. Even, I don't know. I don't want to know how to read. I feel like I could be avoiding a lot of these mix-ups if I could just read. I think I think the font's getting smaller. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Now it says swipe to the left for bigger fonts. Thank you. I do sometimes do this nightly. Thank you. I appreciate it. Marissa back from the top rope with a good troubleism. What a reference. Listen, that makes me happy. That really does. That's welcome back.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Feels good.
I was
This roller coaster. Just imagine that, like, if tomorrow you woke up and you didn't have a paycheck. It's really upsetting. Yeah, I'm glad now we can commiserate a little bit on this.
Yeah, well, now TikTok has my driver's license, so.
Well, they have my social security number, so that's even worse. Do they have your social security number too?
April is saying, did I see people being... Yeah, I know she did it. I know she was doing it. That's why she kept leaving the app. And then she kept coming in here and saying I sound young. So, Natalie, TikTok has my driver's license, bitch. So...
You stank. Oh, we got to be careful, dude. I almost joined in for comedic effect, but then I felt
Another part, though, is like if TikTok takes this account, I don't make money doing this. I'll just make a new one.
Don't tempt them. You have 1,400 followers. That's not nothing.
Oh, 1,400 followers that see what?
That's a great point. I don't know, but
my reposts
who have just been won over by your charm and wit up here. That's a lot. That's the hardest way to get followers. Just doing these.
Oh, like lives? Oh.
I think I get like 6 followers a night from this. Yeah.
I get off these lives with like 50 plus requests. There was one time I had like 100 and I was like, I don't know what to do with all this. And I just went public so it would just pick all the ones. Although I will say I have to ban a crazy number of Elon Musk accounts. It's like every time I log in, there's like 5 of them that are following me and I have to like block them. For nothing other than principle. Really.
Just that fuck ass face you just block immediately.
Yeah. I don't know who the real one is, so they're all going to get blocked.
She changed her name? No. Come on. They're saying Natalie changed her name.
Hey, just in case you were wondering.
No, she didn't. Nayeli knows best.
Hey, just in case you were wondering, I'm still not sorry. I'm not sorry I offended you. I'm not sorry I...
Slop. It was the real Natalie. It still is. Oh, no, you're right. She did change it. That's fucking insane. Liberal crash out lives. Anyway, I'm going to go to bed, Marissa.
Yeah, I need to go to bed too. I'm so happy. I stepped out just to check to see if I had it.
You are experiencing the roller coaster that you've seen me experience so many times. And I don't wish this on anybody, but I know exactly how you're feeling.
Yeah, I had a Twitter account get banned one time. That sucked. And I had to beg Twitter for it back, and that was really not a highlight.
Yeah, I get it. All right. Good as always to see you. I'm glad we got to hang out for a minute.
Me too. I'm glad I got my account back.
Hell yeah.
My first ceremonious ban. Like,
Yeah.
for real.
Cut your teeth.
I've had my live access pulled, but I've never been kicked out.
Sailor mouth you got. All right.
Yeah.
Bye. All right, I'm going to bed. Thanks for hanging out, you nerds. I think pretty good night. Let's just check in on the total haul. Wow, dudes. $37 tonight. Send your heart me's. West Coast, East Coast. Yeah, West Coast can now. Damn, we stayed up too late. West Coast can send the heart me's now. All you nerds. Or whatever, I don't care. You know what's crazy? All you guys send your heart me's, it's never not 1,700. It's always just 1,700. There's 1,800 people in here. I don't understand. Somebody watched my live for 300 minutes. That's too many. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. Not everyone can buy coins. Hear me when I say this. Hear me when I say this. If you have an coin to send me a heart me and feel like doing that, absolutely do that. If you can't be bothered to figure out how to get coins on TikTok, don't do it. It couldn't matter to me. I mean, it helps. It fucking helps or whatever. But like, you are under no obligation to do this. You are under no obligation to fucking participate. Those of you doing that, you're rad and I love you. But like, don't spend the money on this. We do so much else. Speaking of which, the fucking post office is open tomorrow. So this goddamn pile of shit is gonna get sent out tomorrow. So we're back on schedule. So that's a big day. We're gonna do that. Fuck ass. All goddamn day. Speaking of shit that we get done. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. For real. Stop. Good night. Good night. I love you. See you tomorrow.
I thought I was definitely gonna get third party right there, bro. Yeah, honey. Holy, I got screwed. Said they got screwed. Where's the rest of the people at? I'm really not getting pushed when I fight people and yell.
Hence hält diese Angauen für Präsident.
Chill. Oh my god, how the fuck? How close is he? What the? Bro, this is so annoying. Every time, dude. I just get fucked over. Oh my god. Dude, like. It gets